welcome in everyone.
Oh wow, that was a quick transition.
We are the NAT30s, and this is the part one of the two-part finale, hopefully.
The end of the bums.
The
beginning of the end.
Yeah. I don't have announcements because I want to get rolling right into this thing, so we are going to just go ahead and get started. I will have announcements at the end when we finish up this first half, hopefully half, and hopefully you stick around. There's going to be some changes that come in, and so we'll be finishing up today, and then next Sunday will be hopefully the final game session for the past 3 years of this campaign. And we'll chat about it, but then we will be doing a debrief / session. It's probably going to be a session 155 at that point, where we talk through all of the things, and that will be a patron-only thing. So let's transition to our intro, and then we'll be back.
That this is the first one we're gonna do. The dragon Queen Tiamat. Oh, was it the Dragon Horde Part 1, right?
Yes. We are back.
Yes. So I just saying this is funny.
Save it for 2 weeks from now.
Please, you think I'm gonna remember? Actually, I have a decent memory.
It's on tape. You'll remember.
No. The very beginning was not on tape.
Shut up.
All right. Actually, I think I'm gonna have this not be any music. No, I will keep it. The queasiness in your stomach as you stepped into the teleportation circle had been less about the anticipation of that now familiar feeling of being suddenly ripped across time and space in the blink of an eye, and more about what awaited you on the other side. Once you crossed the threshold, there was no turning back. All of your experiences, adventures, friends made, enemies defeated were leading up to this. The flash of light that brought you to El Terrell almost seemed as if it was trying to resist fading. But then you remembered the ever-present light that emanated from the city to the surrounding region. It was here in El Terrell, where you looked out across the fields to the north of the city, where factions from across the Sword Coast and beyond had been gathering. A rainbow sea of banners and medals stretched before you, misty forest elves wearing greens and copper, flaming fist with bright red and yellow, the Emerald Enclave druids, the Arcane Brotherhood, mages, the Harper agents, the demons of various shapes and sizes, summoned by the Red Wizards of Thay. But none were so impressive as the Order of the Gauntlet. Onthar Froom's always perfectly polished armor ensemble was repeated and magnified by the entirety of his company. the light reflecting off the armor of the soldiers below and the scales of the metallic dragons above almost seem to emulate when the sunlight breaks through the surface of a running river and catches the tops of the schools of fish below. But it wasn't long before your march northwards, Onthar and the Order leading the way. Due to the location of the Well of Dragons, flanked by the Sunset Mountains to the south, you were informed that the only feasible way to launch an assault is from the north and east. You had to approach in an arc through the Trielta Hills and the North Dark Woods. For many days, the journey was full of hearty conversation, boastful stories of grand adventures, bonding nights around campfires. Though you were all progressing towards an unknown enemy and certain death, it seemed so far away in the beginning days, nearly two 10 days away. During your travels, your company grew as the spellcasters from Silvery Moon and the fighters of Cormyr joined the procession. In the evenings, you were introduced to the various battalions and groups so folks could recognize your faces, as they were instructed to clear you a path should they see you on the battlefield, priority number 1. And yes, there was the occasional clash of dragons in the skies, or a side rescue of refugees fleeing a recent raid, but those were swift victories. It wasn't until the 13th day of travel that everything changed. The call of the Drakehorn had been increasing in frequency during your travels. That low, rolling uneasiness seemed to come every few hours, testing the resolve of everyone, down to the horses and the dogs. But as you crested a rocky hill that had been blocking your view of the Sunset Mountains to your southeast, almost as if on cue, the deep rumble of the Drakehorn's call began. The lump in your throat rising, the discomfort in your armor, and the sinking feeling in your heart as you looked out across the expanse of landscape that you had to cross and saw nothing but death. Within 100 miles of your destination, a rot was crawling outwards. A grim harbinger of what Tiamat's rule would mean for the world. Grass, trees, and all manner of foliage had been reduced nearly to ash. The air seemed heavy and slightly oppressive. And as you all stood for a moment, watching the silhouettes of chromatic dragons circling far in the distance and waiting for the groan of the Drakehorn to pass, you began to realize that it was not stopping. The deep rumble continued, unchanging and unfettered. The morale of the troops began to suffer then. Little remained in the territory surrounding the Well of Dragons, and the constant drone of the Drakehorn had forced local animals to flee or had driven them mad. That was 7 days ago. Today, you finally approach your quarry. The caldera of a long-dead volcano rises from an ashen plain ahead. Along the cinder cone's steeply sloped sides, thousands of creatures mill about or are lining up into ordered infantry ranks. In the air above, dozens of chromatic dragons wheel and shriek like a flock of immense crows, awaiting the bloodshed of the battle to come. From the defectors of the cult and intelligence gathered by the Harpers and the Zents, you learned that the Well of Dragons is the caldera of an extinct volcano at the northern end of the Sunset Mountains. For reasons no mortal understands, many dragons, reaching the end of their lives, come to the Well of Dragons to die, and have been doing so for millennia. The caldera is roughly oval-shaped with high, steep walls. As you sit there watching, you see that the dragons flying above it in the distance are doing so not so much to scout, but are instead fighting each other. And as you stand there looking, all of the ranks behind you, that low, forever drone of the Drakehorn, you feel very nervous as you can see that the number of chromatic dragons far outweighs the number of metallic that you have on your side. But Leosin, during your travels, had tried to comfort you in that chromatic dragons are out for themselves at the end. And the metallic dragon's ability to work hand in hand with their faction allies would be what saves the day.
It's not the size, it's how you use it.
In the past, the number of cultists at the Well of Dragons never really exceeded more than 100. But now you can see that there are thousands. As you stand there looking up at the slope that you will all have to traverse to get to the edge, you can see just at the very end of your vision something sticking out, just the very tips of something sticking out from inside of the volcano or the caldera. And in that moment, you begin to hear the sounds of generals and marshals yelling out those words of enthusiasm, encouragement, that we are going to make it. You can hear all of the different languages being spoken as everyone on your side begins to ramp up and get ready for the charge that is about to come. Is there anything that you all want to say or do as you stand there kind of looking out at what's coming?
I want to cut the lips off of the one who's blowing that goddamn horn.
Ara's gonna I'll reach into my pocket and grab a flask. And I'm just gonna take a hit off of it and just wordlessly pass it to the next person.
Get your As you stand there, Leosin, who has been scouting ahead and coming back with intelligence, scouting ahead and coming back, he steps up beside you all and he takes the flask. And he says, "This is it. So the plan, as we discussed, work with us. We will try to push through. It's a literal uphill battle, unfortunately. When we get to the end, our job is to push you through to the tower that awaits on the other side. And there, we'll hold them off while you do what needs to be done to stop the ritual." Are there any questions?
Did we distribute all the goodies properly?
No, Zan still has them all.
Seems like I'm going to live.
What do you guys want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
I want a couple of potions.
Regular?
I'll take one of the greater and a regular or more if possible.
Okay, you got a greater and a regular.
Greater and a regular.
You're good on potions, right? You got a few.
I didn't actually end up talking to Izzy because my phone was busted about buying those potions of healing before we left.
No, that's fine. You said you were going to just put them in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have bought whatever they had for the superior. I think you said it was 2.
Yeah, there were 2.
So I'll minus that from my thing too.
You stand there kind of going through, doling out potions as the
Taking a hit of one.
as the leaders of all of the battalions. You can see the your enemies on the other side don't quite seem to be doing the same. There's a lot of, as you scan out, watching and just taking it in, there is a marked difference between how your factions are tolerating each other versus how the factions on the other
Did you
side
give
are
me
not.
Greater, superior, or supreme?
Greater and a regular?
Okay.
we still have one more regular 3 grader, and then we have 1 superior and 1 supreme. Do you need potions?
We'd definitely give our will a few.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe even the supreme. Make sure our healer stays alive.
Take the supreme.
We're all gonna be depending on you.
Oh god,
No
no
pressure.
So that leaves the superior and 1 regular for Zan will take, and then we have 3 greater left. If anyone else wants.
You gave me a supreme, is that what you
I'll
said?
take another grader if no one's gonna claim it.
Are you better in potions?
I mean, I've got 4 superior. I've got 2 greater, and then I've got 1 of the regular. So
Alright, so you're good.
I should be good.
It's not time to Final
Unless-
Fantasy this. Use everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you get 2 greater.
Do you want to give her another greater? One of the graders? Or should get the supreme.
Do you want greater as well?
Sure.
And then really quickly, I never asked, like, they said, like, before we left, they were going to outfit us with, like, whatever they could give us that we needed. Like, was there any special crossbow bolts that I was able to get?
That was in the
No, I put that in.
No, that was in the
Discord.
loot resources. That,
Ark
Did I
would have
miss
taken
that?
the potion of speed because that's
Okay.
what I
yeah, that's what I
requested.
figured. Then we still have.
This 3. Did you grab the 3 greater potion healing potions from that too?
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay,
what
that's what-
that's from.
There's a potion of
We
invisibility.
also have a invisibility, flying. There's still an old
There's a-
clairvoyance.
There's a flying one. Nice.
That's Zan has the flying one.
And we have a spell scroll of firestorm. Can you use that? I don't know if that's a. I can. Hold on. Not sure if clerics can
Did
use that.
Cat's Wild Magic Surge show up on your side?
I did. I can. All right, Kat, you want to roll me a d20 and a
Clerics can use it, yeah.
and a d100.
One use of firestorm.
Let's see what happens here. Hopefully, it's not a negative thing.
And we all turned to snails.
So we got.
I just sent that to you on Facebook. What
Oh,
this-
oh, I got it.
I'm hoping it worked.
Yeah, it did.
We'll wait and see what her thing is. So d100. Oh no, d20 is a 1. That's not great. That's not great. That's not great on this list. That's in the extreme level on the list. And a d100.
Why, Kat? Why would you do this to us?
Is
It's like that Vine when the guy gets punches up.
26.
Why have you done this?
I'm thinking
Yeah,
the
28.
Always Sunny who's like, oh god, bitches, yeah! He jumps out of the back of the van.
Oh shit.
Did she
Kat,
just
how
kill
about you
us?
roll me 1d4? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cat saved
Oh
us
no,
or
who's it
killed
gonna
us.
happen to?
A potion of speed in this thing? Maybe. Is it potion of haste? In D&D Beyond? Maybe.
You
Potion
see,
speed.
Yes, it is.
as you're standing there looking above, there's a quick shadow that flies overhead, and you see the underbelly that kind of glints, even though it doesn't seem as as though there should be light, of Otari Leocarnos, who passes overhead, and Arwell.
Oh no.
You look up, and she looks down at you as she is flying overhead, and she just kind of like, there's a flick of her tail, and you feel this like warmth that begins to just fill you as you look down, and your armor is glowing a little bit, and you are immune to disease.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's good.
How awesome and hilarious would it be if that giant Easter Island head came back and was like,
Three-
"You're all fucked." Just floated away again.
So you are immune to disease for 1 week, but this isn't going to take a week. So,
Yeah.
It could.
so there you go, Kat.
Okay, so Kat, you didn't kill us. That's good. Good.
Thanks, Kat.
Progress.
All right. So you
I know. This is the first time we've been in here while it's raining, so we're all like, "Oh, I can actually hear it." It's like it adds the ambiance of the dreary battle.
Yeah, I
And there's no leaf
worked
blowers
in
outside.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, everybody's done mowing their grass and blowing the leaves.
So as you stand there getting ready, your heart's pounding in your chest, Arik, you look, getting your sword ready, and you look at your sword in your hand, and you can see this very, very soft glow that has been actually, I was about to say following you, but essentially had started when you began your trek with the armies. Nothing crazy like a light spell, just almost like sting, like the very light, light, soft kind of glow that is emanating off of your sword. And Zan, as you're standing there, you look out and then look down at your feet, and you see one of those pink flowers, despite there being nothing, as you have been trekking through nothing. And as you go and pick it up, you can see there are no roots. It's growing out of the ground, but you pluck it, and there it's just almost as if it's a flower in a vase with a cut at the bottom. But one of the pink flowers that you've grown accustomed to seeing throughout. And with that, as you look at each other, look at the flower, you begin to hear, and thinking again to the scene that we all know and love from The Lord of the Rings, when Aragorn just turns towards the army and begins running with his sword. You hear Ontharr Froom yell out in his loud, boisterous voice, and the Order of the Gauntlet leads the charge. And this might be really fucking loud because I didn't test this, so I apologize again.
There may be a time the light of men shall fade,
Yes.
but there shall not be this day.
Yeah, that would have been way too loud. So let me start my songs as you begin to.
But he's
It's our Independence
And they charge forward. You hear the hooves of the horses, and you hear also in the distance the screaming and yelling and all of the various creatures. There are some crazy sounds coming from your side as well, as the Red Wizards have summoned some demons and devils to aid you, but the sounds on the other side, the demons, the devils, you see some giants actually on their side. More of the like hill giant variety, the ones that maybe don't have as much autonomy as cloud giants and storm giants do. But you see giants, you see demons, devils, and they are all making their own horrible noises. And as the armies begin to come together, you hear the sound of the clash in front of you, and it has begun.
This is the best audio ever. Listen, like 15 minutes of
Unless
this.
it's not going to work.
Oh, it better work. I'll make the
I
noise.
was gonna say I wanted to be the trooper.
Wow, I gotta find it because it's not working in my thing now.
I mean, it is. It's a
Should be
fucking charge of
really-
the white brigade. Like, we're going into the belly of the fucking beast.
Cannons to the left, cannons to the right.
Rolling thunder.
Oh no, it doesn't want to work. Hold on.
Oh, come
Sorry.
on.
I know. Hold on, let me exit out of this and try again. Always something.
I can do the Foley. You want me to do the Foley?
There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Is the music supposed to be behind it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Oh, wait.
Hold on,
What's
it's not.
going on?
Oh yeah, it is.
Because I'm sure you're like, what was that?
And you charge forward with them. There's a lot going on in front of you. As you run forward, allowing the Order of the Gauntlet and those following to engage with the enemy, you see up above, immediately, multiple chromatic dragons taking down a metallic dragon that is up in the air. In front of you, you can see the Onthar's Order of the Gauntlet has engaged with a large battalion of demons and devils, and they are screaming and yelling.
Is Onthar
They're-
in the front? Is he like leading him?
Yes,
Okay.
he is.
Respect.
Yeah,
lead
no,
from the
he
front.
is.
Well, I
He
mean,
is.
you know, up until this point, like he's the type of dude where I'm like, he talks a lot, but would he
Oh.
actually lead from the front or lead from the back? But if Onthar's in the front, it's like, all right, I like him now. I mean, Erdnot likes him now.
Onthar is in the front. You see the interesting dynamic between the devils on your side and the devils on their side. There are Abishai that you have grown accustomed to see, the half dragon demon reincarnations.
On our side,
No.
their side.
Yeah, on their side. That you have fought. Fighting devils that you have never seen before. There are moments where you're very caught off guard as these almost... You see them kind of rolling through the battlefield, but these liquefied looking, like fleshy creatures that are rolling through, and as you look at them, they have faces and like their arms will reach out, and they seem to be being directed by larger devils. And they come forward and will just like engulf someone. You can hear them screaming as they're engulfing these soldiers. You, Val, as you see that and you all are running through trying to find openings, you recognize these as lemures, which are when someone sells their soul to a devil, they begin as this mass of flesh that's like oozing and melting, a slave essentially within the nine hells that cannot think on its own, can't do anything on its own, but when you make a contract and die, that's where your soul, what you become. And only the most clever of the lemures then advance to the next stage of devilry, and then the next and the next. Like you start at the bottom, and that is it.
Intern as a lemure, and
Yes.
hopefully you
You intern as a loose scrotum and work your way up the corporate ladder.
Yes. So,
I'm gonna keep myself in front of Arwell because they are necessary. They're my friend and they're invaluable to what we need. So I'm just have my swords out and I'm just making sure I'm in front of Arwell.
okay. You see as you're running through a stone, like a heavy boulder, not a stone. I made it sound like a little stone goes flying. Oh, no. A boulder goes flying over your head. You turn around and see giants that are on your side. Some of them, far fewer than you had hoped, are tossing boulders, but then on the other side, that's what hill giants do. And large chunks of stone from the side of the caldera are flying over on your side. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, everyone, as you are running through.
dangerous.
We do have some inspiration. I am also, despite not having done announcements, more than happy to have tiered subs give inspiration.
So, I rolled a natural 1, but I have a ring of evasion that's supposed to let
So
me.
you
can use it.
So
if
how
you
do I
fail-
do that?
You
So you just use a charge. So
use a
you're
charge.
gonna pass it.
I just pass.
Yep.
Okay.
Just say that you're gonna I don't know, whatever you
And
want.
then I get 3
rub the rain
charges.
or-
Yeah.
You can just rub the rain. You can do whatever you want, like in game, but
Yeah.
it just mechanically it makes it so you didn't fail.
Okay.
Automatically pass.
Okay. What did you get?
19.
So, hold on. 19.
That one.
26.
See,
26.
you know, I'm gonna even have fun.
You saved my butt.
All right, so you all take 2 points of damage as this.
Not Zan.
Not Zan. As this boulder from the side of volcanic, rock just comes and shatters beside you. Nothing crazy, but just like you get hit, scraped across the face, or dinged in the armor, causing a little bit of weakness in your armor as you're running through. Unfortunately, some beside you did get hit directly, but that is war, and that is where you are. Beside you, you also see, at a certain point, you see the Arcane Brotherhood. As you run through, you recognize, just for a moment, you can see the red skin of Macath the Crimson, who is standing beside someone far enough away that you can't get to her, nor is she in your path to move forward, but you recognize her. She looks over to you, and then she looks in front of you and blasts out a firebolt that knocks something over, allowing you to move forward.
Was that that boulder like a half damage on success thing?
Yeah, that was the...
Alright, yeah, I figured. Alright, sorry, I just remembered I have the shield mastery feat, so I'm gonna raise my shield so I don't get hit with any of that. I'll just use the reaction.
Okay.
I know it's only 2 points of damage, but everything
Really
counts.
counts.
Yeah.
So you continue through. At a certain point, you see directly in front of you, all of a sudden, just like this, as an area of darkness. Again, something that you are very familiar with. Just this dome of darkness pops up directly in front of you. You saw soldiers from the Flaming Fist inside of it, like attacking some kind of demon, and then all of a sudden it went dark. But that is your direction that you have to go. And as you stop for a moment looking there, and then you look over to the side, and another Arcane Brotherhood individual just like holds their hand up, and then this ray of light slides down from the sky and then shatters the darkness in front of you, and you can hear the screams of this devil as it just kind of in front of us, like shatters. It had, of course, used the darkness for that split second to take advantage of a couple of the soldiers in front, but others look to the side and then head off to continue, and the way in front of you is clear as you go. You continue on and find, at a certain point, you see that a group of the El Terrell guards, whose name I cannot remember, the El Terrell guards that you had kind of been afraid of. People had told you that they were really, really hard asses when you were in El Terrell. A couple of them made eye contact with you and then cleared a path out in front of you. And in that moment, everyone make perception check. Get him out now.
rolled another natural one.
Okay, get him out now.
Shove that dice.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
Put that in the jail.
I'm in the cup.
Cup jail.
Oh yeah.
It's fine.
What was that?
23.
23?
An 11.
Okay.
19.
All right. Zan and Val, you're running through. The group of you are running through, but then you look over to your left, and you hear this yell out, and then you see a horse go down. And in that moment, as you're running, you slow just enough to see the shining armor of Ontharr Thrum stuck underneath his horse. The way in front of you is clear. Ontharr is there. His horse is on top of him. He is within distance of you, but looking forward towards the path and looking to him. If you go to him, you may need to. It will slow you down. What are you doing?
Forward!
Zan wants to help. Zan's gonna go
What are you doing?
Would Arik see that he's moving that way?
You all see
All right,
each other.
Arik's gonna go help and try to lift up the horse enough to get Anthar. I'm assuming it's his leg that's pinned or something like that.
What are you doing, Arlo?
I'm following them.
Val, what are you doing?
I am defending the rear
Okay.
or the front.
All
of
right.
them.
You head over just in time as a very badly wounded but still very much standing green Abishai, like the one that you had fought on Otari Leocarnos, is standing above with a spear and about to just stick it right into Anthar's chest. And he's like, ah, like swinging his sword. I need everybody to make an attack roll with whatever you would do in that very split-second moment.
Yeah, it's gotta be a reckless attack, son.
23.
Okay.
18 plus 13.
Okay.
31.
16.
Okay.
This is somebody. They're right there, right?
Did we just run over and this Abishai's like, I'm finally gonna get you.
Essentially,
This
yes.
falls
with those
apart like in
rolls.
Resident Evil when that guy gets hit by the laser. She's like, oh yeah, I'm totally fine. Just slides apart.
Yeah, you all rush forward, and as it is about to like do the killing blow.
Zan hops the horse. Superman.
As it falls, I just want to like, as it falls this way, I want to get the sword to go this way, cut it in half.
The horse?
I mean, if I have to, yeah, sure. I'll cut the horse in half too. It'll be a hell of a lot easier for Anthar to get out.
Arwell, what are you doing to this Abishai?
Arwell takes out their staff of healing and does a quick spin and just cracks them with it.
What are you doing, Val?
Ironic.
I was fending off anything that was going to be coming in our direction.
Okay. Yeah, as
We got you, Superman, punching it over. We got me cutting it in half. We have you, Babe Ruthing it into the fucking outfield.
and you
Perfect
see
teamwork.
as they're coming up behind you. I mean, there are things all over, and as Arwell was going to crack it across the head, you are paying attention to everything Arwell, and one of the Lemurays had been rolling forward and using the knowledge that you know of these. You just kind of like double slice, because these are very sticky, gooey, not all together. And before it is able to reach out and do any kind of damage to Arwell, you take that down. The body of the Abishai just flops, and you see Anthar, the black like mess just kind of splatters all over Anthar. And he's like, oh! And he looks up at you and he goes, ha ha! And then he's like, my fucking leg is broken. You are able to kind of like pull, using teamwork, like pull that horse up. Others come to help as well. I mean, this would be a feat, but he does have some order with him. As he stands there, you help him up, and some of his closest, some of the people closest to him that are on his in his battalion, they help him stand up, and as he is walking away, he says, take this, throws out a potion that goes flying in the air. Which one of you wants to grab it?
As if anybody's even close to being
I'm not as close though.
I'm not making you roll, it's just whoever grabbed it, unless you want to trade it as you're running, but
I got pretty
you
good
like
dice.
grab it and you can see a potion of vitality.
Is that the second one that we got? I think we had.
All of my point of reference for all of this are Final Fantasy games. I'm just like, potions.
Phoenix down.
Yeah.
But in doing so, you turn and look, and definitely, I mean, several seconds have passed, probably 30. And your way forward is no longer. It's going to take you a little bit longer to get there. You push forward. In front of you, you continue to see as at one point you look up and you can see Protanther, the gold dragon, ancient dragon, soaring through the sky. He is blasting this fire that just takes out wyverns that are flying as well, As he does that, you look back as you hear this like strange cheering, yelling, and looking back and behind, you see what appear to be giants on rocks. So giants on ROC. Large flying birds like you have never seen. Bigger, much bigger than the giant crow that you had encountered way back. Much larger than that. Enough to carry a 20-foot tall being.
Like the size of a dragon, maybe? Or almost?
Like the size of a
Small dragon.
between adult and
Just for my own frame of reference,
huge.
are our dragons metallic ones bigger than chromatic dragons, or are they the same size as
They're-
different? Just one shiny, one's
Yeah, no,
matte finish.
they're all different sizes because there's all different ages. There's wyverns, which are not technically
Right,
the
but I
same.
mean, on general, are metallic bigger than chromatic, or it's just the same? They're
It's-
just made of different.
yeah, it's the same. It's
Okay.
the age, yeah. So, and there are all range of dragons, but again, there are far more of them than there are of yours. And you can see you don't know which giants are on these rocks, but you get a little bit of that like good feeling that not necessarily the same as having more dragons on your side, but at least more in the air is helpful. And as you push on and continue, there comes another point as you're continuing through and you're making your way up this caldera. You come across Leosin and his a smaller group of harpers. He comes up to you, Zan, and he says, quickly, I need to know. This Drakehorn, it is doing a number on our troops. We have found, and then there's like a swing and he like stabs somebody in the face. We have found a way through the lava tunnels. However, we can also cut through faster and get you through the caldera. But if we can get through those lava tunnels and destroy this Drakehorn, they will not be able to rally these dragons as strongly. But we can get you there. It will slow you down if you do not. I don't know what to do. We can do either one or the other. We have seen it.
I want the lips of that bastard on the horn.
Go after the horn. We'll take care of ourselves.
All right. So,
So he's saying that he's gonna go
they're
after the
going to go
horn?
after the horn. Through
I thought he was
lava.
saying he wanted us to go.
No, they can cut
yeah, no, I
through
got
to
that
get you.
sense.
Yeah, they would either make it easier for us to go, or they're going to leave us and go.
Right.
I clearly need another beer. Do you know?
Yes, the
More
nerves.
More of the same?
Oktoberfest.
Yes, either you will be slowed down a little bit further, or you will be taking care of the Drakehorn in hopes. As you are running through,
Break my fridge.
Leosin just kind of, he gives you one of those, like a big hug, like, and a smile, and pats your back, and then you see him and probably 5 other harpers just like very deftly, almost like ridiculous, kind of like the elves in Lord of the Rings, but not with the archery and all that. They're just kind of,
This is way more
Quick.
than 5 armies.
yeah, they are quickly like avoiding who they.
Where did you leave the money? The pizza guys here.
It's right on the thing.
Okay.
Um,
Double check. Make sure he actually sees it.
Yeah, if he goes up there, he should see it says 2. So they are not so much even killing necessarily on their way. Their goal is like you see them. Okay, you see them veer off to a side
zigging,
and
zagging,
just start like flipping and sliding underneath, and they are like they have found something and they are going to go in that direction. All right. I'm just making a little mark here.
They don't like that she has to make marks. We've got to hurry.
See which direction you're going.
Gotta hurry.
So you continue on. It takes quite some time. There is a moment too where only the two of you would recognize, and it's so fleeting that you're not even sure if you necessarily saw who you thought you saw. But you see off to your right at one point this dark hair, shiny scale, and like a flash of, it's like this quick flash that causes you, even though there's so much going on around you, just this quick flash that causes you to look over, and you see Orphea, the Yuan-Ti.
Wow.
And beside her,
Wow.
I didn't think we'd find her here. That's
beside her, you see several people who you only barely recognize because when you saw them, they were stone.
Stone.
oh shit.
And
yeah.
there are not 5 of them, there are only 4. But you're not able to, like, so much is happening, you can't be like, Orphea, hey! Like,
Yeah, girl.
but she is there, and
Our
she,
first ever side quest, we ended up running into this person.
yeah.
Arwell's like,
Alright.
Yuan-Ti with her dark hair, and you catch her eyes just for a second, but there's not even enough time for a change of facial expression. The snake-like eyes, and
They're like the mirror verse. Not quite,
Yeah,
but
right.
they're like a whole separate adventuring party. They're like us if we weren't us.
Zero us.
saved her from getting attacked by a bunch of other Yuan-Ti, and she asked us to help get to her adventure party who had all been turned to stone so that she can retrieve them. And it was like,
2 years?
That was a long time ago.
That was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
At least,
we were
right?
playing online.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you continue through, and more time passes. It's impossible to tell time when this is happening. Like, seconds go by and it feels like forever, but then an hour can go by and there's just so much that has happened as you're running through, watching your side compete. You do see some of the mercenaries. There was the red mercenaries. I can't remember everything anymore, but from your very first raiders camp, the mercenaries who you kind of chatted with and Micaiah played cards with and all of that, like, they seem to have stuck around. The money must have been good. While you don't see any Kothja's shadow, you do see them, and they are fighting mostly as you see the Lord's Alliance, the Flaming Fist, the ones from El Terrell, the Waterdavian armies are almost seeking them out as if they know who they are, and that's occurring. You do see on the other side, the Red Wizards. There are more than you would have expected. Like, you had known of Rath Modar and you saw Asvarajos, but there are several exiles, many. Not as many as an entire country of Thay, but many, and you see them, like, kind of marching through almost. Like, they kind of step and then they'll disappear and appear somewhere else, and they are targeting the Arcane Brotherhood as they are going. And so if one turns around and they weren't necessarily paying attention, it's almost like a game of teleportation, Misty Step, moving around, and then whoever gets that last bit, there's a blast, and an Arcane Brotherhood will go down, or a Red Wizard of Thay.
It's real wizard chess.
While not all the Harpers have gone off to join Leosin, there are some where you see the telltale work. Like, you'll be running through and you'll, like, look over and you'll see a Harper just run across, and in front of you, whatever was standing there, just a quick slice and they're down. Then there's a moment where you're kind of like, that kind of was like an Isa move. But, the Harpers in the sense.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's funny. I was like walking and just like enemies are just like as you're walking down the street.
Is it Issa on a 20-foot pile of bodies and like spinning her blade? What's up, motherfuckers?
She's got to come riding in on a dragon again.
Right.
Why not?
I don't know if she can top that.
There's a moment.
Rides in on a giant.
No, she comes right in on the giant's castle.
Yeah.
That's what I was really hoping that would happen. It's like driving like the Star Destroyer into the
Yeah,
fucking
she
Death
crashes it into the middle of the
Yeah.
battlefield.
You do see after what feels like forever, an Order of the Flaming Fist is able to, like, they're kind of grabbing, there's a bunch that see you, and there's an opening in through to the caldera that you can see. And as you've been running, you know, people who you had met, you're not going to recognize everyone, but everyone had been introduced to you in a wider sense. So as you would run, you would see people pushing through, making sure that you are able to get to your destination. And at a certain point, like, the entrance is right there. Your heart is like, you're in your stomach as you're running through there, and this Order of the Flaming Fist like pushes through to this entrance, holding things back. And you run through this cracked opening in the caldera where you could see that people had been shuffling out from the your enemy's side. You run through it, and because of the way that the wall is, like, there's a moment as you're running through, you look up and you can see Protanther, the gold. He's flying across, and this like flame kind of goes in front of you and clears this path. And you're looking up, and as you go to look down, you see a large red dragon that comes out seemingly of nowhere. And just like, you hear this slap of scales. It's like a thunderclap that happens as it tears into Protanther, immediately going for the neck, and just kind of does this death spin. And the two of them start coming down on the side, and as you kind of stop for a moment to watch, because you had spoken to Protanther, you see, like, there's just this, it's like slow motion, watching the red and the gold just like spinning around one another.
Is
but
the red
you
one
can
bigger,
see
or are they comparable in size?
they're comparable in size. But you can see actually as they're going that there's a looseness to Protanther's neck that just is unnatural. And they both go down out of your sight. But in a more, the red dragon has control of this situation kind of way. And they kind of out. But you continue through as they're like, go, 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 behind you, pushing and fending off. And you find yourselves on the other side of the battle. And the fading of the sounds of the monsters is still quite loud, but you can't hear it as much as like you have come through. And in front of you, you see this open expanse, but with evidence of the cult having been here for a long time. There are structures that are built all around. There are barracks. There are cages that have been left open. But this wide open caldera is there. And in front of you, you see this mind-numbing structure that has been pushed up from beneath the tangled bones to tower above the blasted volcano. Partly volcanic ash fused with dragon bones, and partly stone imbued with dark magic of the nine hells, the temple of Tiamat is all chaotic angles and jutting buttresses. Within that snarl of cornices and soaring angulation, you make out 5 asymmetric towers that are topped by twisted steeples, each one of them different. And as you're running through, that glow on your sword, as you have been going through, has maintained itself. It has been, I won't say lighting your way, but as you're going, and in the, you can see the entrance of the tower in front of you. You can see flashes. It's probably 300, 400 feet away as you're running through, kind of weaving. You are cutting down easily. The battle is out there. And as you're approaching,
We're going through the hospital tents.
I mean, there are folks in here, but You're running through, and you're heading southward. As you're going through, in my head I keep picturing north, but you are heading southward. The entrance is on the north end of this
You
tower.
said we had to, like,
Yeah, you have to go
The
around.
way you described that tower, I'm picturing some Tim Burton shit.
yeah.
Yes, I should have had a picture. So your target is there. And then you begin to hear screaming. And it's different screaming from the war that's happening outside of the caldera. You are hearing the screaming of people of all ages. And as you're running towards, there's like a moment of slowdown again. Everything going from quickly, like can't keep up. Your brain is not able to keep up with how fast it's going, to just like slow. And you look to the east and you can see outside of the tower about 300 to 400, maybe 500 feet away. It's hard to tell, but hundreds of people who are being herded out in front of 5 adult-ish looking chromatic dragons, and they are slashing and tearing and biting at these people as you realize that the ritual has to have begun. You look towards where you are running. You can see the flashing of something going on inside that you would need to get closer to see. And then to the side, the sacrifices of all of those people that have been gathered, and you can hear all of the screaming. But you know that if the ritual has started, that you are now, the timer has begun. Are you going to go to the sacrifices, or are you going to go to the tower?
Why is everyone looking at me?
I got no one I love in that line.
Arik is going to start running towards the sacrifice. I'm not saying what everybody else is going to do. But Arik is going to stop moving in that direction.
As Arik goes in, he's going to grab it.
And he's...
Arik, the ritual has begun. If we don't stop the ritual, she's dead anyways.
She's down there.
Right. That's why we have to keep moving. If we don't stop the ritual, she's dead anyways.
How fast are they?
It's probably about 10 people every 10 seconds.
Oh, fuck.
As you stand there, like you kind of had veered to the side a little bit, you see your sword glow slightly less
As I moved
as
towards...
you moved towards the sacrifices. But as you did that, you also, like, in the midst of your conversation, you hear this loud crackling that is coming up and behind. And your time is ticking. But you look back and you see exactly what you predicted what I was going to do. As the Skyreach Castle that you remember, this is not it.
Oh, I was...
But
This is not that castle.
this is not the one that you remember. But looking at it, you see just like out of the clouds, this large castle on top of a mass of ice and rock that has been fused together just comes careening down from the sky. And you recognize you recognize the elements of it that survived the original crash. But as it comes down, you can almost see, and it's so vast and huge, and it's coming towards the edge of the caldera. There's everything kind of stops within to like look at this thing because you're not sure where it's gonna end up. As this large castle flying from the sky just careens down towards the edge of the caldera and then smashes into the side. And in total, cinematic fashion, Blagothkis with his like long flowing hair is like on the top. This large cloud giant.
This is some Dr. Strangelove shit right here.
But he's not the only one. There are many. Probably
awesome.
30 or 40 giants on this thing that just kind of like, as it crashes down, and you know that this castle is steered by the soul of his wife. And so it comes like crashing down into the side, things go scattering. You know that while you're very, very happy to see this thing come smashing in, there is no way that, the collateral damage has not been done. But it smashes into the side, sealing off that entrance that you had come into. And then these giants come rushing off, and you hear the loud pounding as they see you like stopped for a moment and then rush towards the dragons, and the dragons begin to like get up from the ground. There are cultists there as well, several cultists that were herding the sacrifices over. But as you are running, you see Blagothkis who like running as well. He looks at you and he goes, "Go!" And just like his voice coming from this loud and like very, very tall king just commands you to go to the entrance of this tower as they head towards the sacrifices. But your hesitation
Is that the giant from the report I read?
your hesitation has
We'll talk about that later. Let's go.
cost you some time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Arik is gonna start.
And
If
you're
anyone's gonna survive and lead other people to safety, it would be Leon.
So you begin to head towards.
I'm really hoping that castle was gonna make it. I don't know why. You mentioned it like 3 sessions ago. I was like, dude, how cool would it be if that just keeps fucking well, it's like a
And then
flying
it just comes
it's like,
jumping off.
I imagine like a flying like aircraft carrier almost, and just like fucking just.
Well, like I said, I instantly pictured Dr.
Oh, well,
Strangelove
We got
just
another one.
fucking rocking the nuke down.
Yeah.
It's like the scene in Battlestar where they
Yes.
jump in
Oh,
the
the
atmosphere.
Adama maneuver.
No, I was thinking about when
One
the
of the most
Pegasus.
iconic fucking pieces
Yeah.
of television
It's
ever.
like that plus when the Pegasus hit the fucking Cylon ship.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody redeemed wild magic. It was Das. Hey Das,
Uh-oh.
do you want
Hey,
to roll a d20, a d100, or Kat can do it for you if you're not sure how, and then we'll find out what has happened here. So far, Arwell is immune to disease, so that's a good thing.
Good stuff.
But
Please
you-
make it a cheesecake.
I am going to show you a picture in the meantime of what the
Tiamat
castle
is now
of
a
Tiamat
cheesecake.
looks like.
No, I'd eat the fuck out of that.
Of what the Tower of Tiamat looks like.
You know, fuck it.
Or this
It's
is
good because we have actual food, but I was like, you know what?
this is a
Yeah.
Hey.
this is kind of hard to see.
Sour patch kids. Gummy sharks. Nerds. Swedish fish. They're all in one.
But
Like a party.
this is what you see before you.
That's
See?
inviting.
Yeah, that's real homey.
Mine was more Tim Burton-y.
Yeah. I mean, this is not official art, but it is a beautiful rendition.
Did you make that with? Oh, I thought you
I
did it
didn't
with
do
the
it.
AI
No,
thing.
no. This is
I thought it was one of those AI
it's from,
creations that you've done.
No, this is from the Eyrie. So anyway, you head in that direction. We've got a
98.
what was it?
14 on the
14.
D20 and then a 98 on the D100.
14 and a 98. So 14's good. That's good. And a 98. Ooh, all the way down to the bottom. Ooh. I'm gonna give you. Also, you're gonna have to roll a d4. This one's not so great. So we're gonna see who it affects, and if it does, it might not matter. So roll a d4.
All of us?
Nope.
Oh, just
Das
okay.
is gonna roll a d4, and we're gonna see. And we're gonna hope for not a 4. That's what we're gonna hope for. At the very least.
Now we're all wondering who's for.
I'm for.
Yeah, you're 4.
Oh, shit.
So we're gonna hope for not a 4. But I'm also gonna lessen the amount of time that this is gonna last if regardless. So what did you say? Clear to...
And don't see a roll yet.
Yeah. Alright, we'll figure that out. So, you run towards the
One.
entrance.
Fuck.
Alright.
Bye,
Sorry,
Zan.
man.
Your fingers become sore for the next 10 minutes. During this time, you must succeed on a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC to cast a spell with a somatic component.
See, it's like my fingers hurt.
He's going to punch, but he's like this.
It's when you grab
Well,
me.
that's smart.
It's when you grab me.
Yes.
Zan's actually
You're running
allergic to
through.
Arak. And could touch me like, oh, I'm allergic.
My arthritis.
It's 40 years you lost.
Catching up with you.
So you dash up and up the steps into this, into the mouth of Tiamat's tower. And once your eyes adjust, and actually I'm going to stop this sound because you can't hear them anymore. Once your eyes adjust to the stunning chaos
So quiet.
of Tiamat's temple,
I missed the
You
battle
see-
noises.
that its interior is a single cathedral-like space that towers far overhead. 5 distinct vaults branch off the central gallery, though the overwhelming color of this place is a lifeless, ashen gray. Each of the side vaults shimmers dimly, blue, green, red, white, or black, the hues of the evil dragons and their world-consuming queen. Red wizards stand in each of the 5 vaults, chanting and channeling magical force into the central apse. There, a kaleidoscopic whirl of arcane energy rises above the blackened floor, stretching up into the twisting recesses of the temple's central spire. And at the top, you can see a figure over 100 feet up in the air.
Humanoid.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh.
So that you can eat before I gotta build a map.
So
No one should die on an empty stomach.
We're gonna take a break, eat, and then I'm gonna build this map, and when we come back, we will begin the fight. So I'm gonna retcon a little bit to as you entered, as you were running towards the tower. After having made your way through the battle of the good versus evil classic, your team versus theirs, you crash through the edge of the caldera, aided by the Lord's Alliance and then the Giants, led by Blagothkis. And before you, an imposing tower reaches towards the sky. And I would like to, by the way, thank Matt the Wombat for this language that I'm stealing from. It's from
Matt
from
the
Reddit.
Wombat?
It's from Reddit.
Oh.
Before you, an imposing tower reaches towards the sky. At the peak, a subset of 5 smaller towers, each one a different color to represent the 5 colors of the chromatic dragons. One white as cold ice, one blue as the cloudless sky. One a toxic green, one black as the dead of night. The 5th and final tower is hidden from view in this particular angle, but you know in your heart that it is blood red. The stones that form the tower are monolithic in size, each individual brick the size of a small house, and undoubtedly shaped by magic. Their outsides glow with arcane runes and writing, channeling incredible amounts of power, the entire structure a conduit to the weave of magic that permeates the universe. A swirling storm mass overhead contrasts the ground and sky with intermittent bolts of lightning that explode with energy. Preceding each blinding flash of lightning, you feel the hairs on the back of your neck standing up on end as the air becomes charged. A second later, the hairs drop as the air is rent in half, brilliant blue light providing a window into worlds and planes beyond as nature itself reshapes itself in preparation for the arrival of God. And then,
Tiamat's getting through!
I was going to say, it's a little bit off because I was about to say, and then the thunder comes. At this range, the ground rumbles in response. You feel the compression of your chest in response to the sonic energy, and your ears are overloaded. It is, with no exception, the loudest noise you have ever heard. And once your ears have barely recovered, your nose is washed over by the particular scent of ozone. Not too dissimilar to chlorine. Every bolt of lightning, the same cycle, or of blinding light, deafening thunder, of a pain in the chest, and the overpowering smell of ozone. Whatever awaits you in that tower or at the pinnacle, it beggars belief. This is the impending arrival of a god, make no mistake, and judging by the way nature is acting, time is rapidly running out. As you continue through and rush up into the tower, once your eyes adjust to the stunning chaos of Tiamat's temple, you see that its interior is a single cathedral-like space that towers far overhead. I read this before the break. 5 distinct vaults branch off the central gallery. Though the overwhelming color of the place is a lifeless ashen gray, each of the side vaults shimmers dimly blue, green, red, white, or black, the hues of the evil dragons and their world-consuming queen. Red wizards stand in each of the 5 vaults, chanting and channeling magical force into the central asp. There, a kaleidoscopic whirl of arcane energy rises above the blackened floor, stretching up into the twisting recesses of the temple's central spire. You can see above as these 5 red wizards, mages, are all chanting, that there is also energy reaching up from them, and as you look up, you can see floating in the air other wizards who are also chanting. There are 10 individuals chanting towards the center, and in the center, over 100 feet up, you can see all of the energy swirling and coming together and rising up and surrounding the figure of who you would only imagine to be Severin. All of these other figures are approximately 50 feet up in the air, I believe it was. As you come in, you can see they are chanting, and then you kind of all look at you, and then you hear a voice that yells, "You fools!" And you recognize immediately the voice of Rath Modar. Except this appears to be the real one. There are not, just for your reference in looking at this, those candles are meant to just hold this up. There is nothing actually there. They are not standing on anything. They are floating.
It's just the energy.
Yes, it's the energy floating up from here. Rath Modar is right there. And technically, this map is 50% the size that it actually is. So you're going to be moving, and we'll just bump you up. You're going to be moving, you know what, to keep it simple. In your mind's eye, just know that this is supposed to be double the size. There's no possible way I could have done that. Like humanly possible, and also stream.
Well, we could have just sat on the floor over there.
Yeah, could have.
Blame my grandmother for not giving us a big enough chair.
But as you stand there, you see...
Is our movement still the same? Like,
we're just going to go with, you know,
Every
this
square.
is it. Every square is 5 feet. We're just going to do that for
Let's say
now.
10 feet.
But... 10 feet. 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 10 fe we're gonna go with Wrath Motor. Like he looks up towards where Severin is, and he yells out at the top of his lungs. He just goes, "Complete the ritual!" And he looks up, and Severin is gonna disappear. Gone.
Ooh, that's not good.
So I need everyone to roll initiative.
Let's do it.
This is it.
How is it click-clacking?
That's on my ring.
Oh. I thought you had.
Yep, I knew it. 20 plus.
20.
Ooh.
Oh, look at you now.
It's dirty.
It's
It's a
alright.
filthy 20.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay. 15 plus. Okay. What did everybody else get?
Oh, come on!
12.
All right, we got Zan with a 12.
3.
Oh,
2 3s.
3s.
oh, who's got the higher
Who's at
dex?
the higher dex? Oh.
Probably you.
Okay, so Arik. Arwell.
That die is gone.
Okay. First up is
So you're gonna look at you and me, and we're just gonna be like,
Val. You are up.
Alright, cause that fucker disappeared, I'm gonna, as a, bonus action, I don't think. Where is it?
So did you say that there was clear energy being pushed from these guys? You said there
So,
was to the
it's-
center.
If you picture it, there's like the 5
Well, can we
towers.
see the energy?
You can see
We can
the
see, like, the
energy
magical, the
going
colors.
in from the bottom and then the top, and it's all kind of going up. And you can see that in the center there is the massive energy is roiling and everything. And then even higher above, you can see you saw Severin up. And it's like everything is culminating about 50 feet or so. That's where that like portal is. In the center with Severin up above, and all of this energy coming in from 2 different levels.
Alright, as a bonus action, I will do my Crimson Rite of the Dawn.
Okay?
Yeah, for 5 damage to myself. And then I'm gonna shoot the loudmouth over there.
There.
Alright. 16?
You watch your bolt. It comes over, and then he goes like, ah, and it like strikes, but then bounces off.
And then we're gonna do it again.
Okay.
For 22.
That is. He is going to use his reaction to cast shield.
It's gonna be that kind of game, alright.
Is it this guy you're in?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see he didn't cast anything when he like reflexively the first time it held his hand up, and it like ting, and it went off of something, but then when the next one came he looked at you and was like, ah, and then a like shimmering shield of white
It's
energy.
radiant, if that makes any sort of difference.
It does not.
Like they're just glowing with a holy, otherworldly glow.
Yeah, no. It
And I'm in
knocks
front
off of
I'm
there.
in front of Arwell.
Okay.
That's it. It's gonna shoot up here, but I don't want to waste anything. Either invisible or not there.
Okay. So the one
Everyone else goes.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah,
yes,
all the rest
no,
of the bad
all
guys
of
go.
the mages they're all standing in place. But the one behind you as it's continuing to, or the one in front of you, sorry, as it's continuing to chant.
Top or bottom?
On the bottom. The rest of I'm going to say the other ones are about, I'm going to double check. Right now I'm saying 50 feet up. Double checking real quick. Either way, the one that's standing in front of you is going to...
We're these they motherfuckers supposed to come in here and break this shit up, right? That's why we went to their creepy ass fucking place.
That's too much woman.
It's going to cast a spell on you. I cannot find...
And now
Yeah, we're going with 50 feet up because that's what I'm going to say right now. And it is going to turn around and... How are you all set up? Going to cast... Fireball. So it just kind of turns and points towards you as it's chanting.
Told you we weren't gonna make it to Tiamat.
What'd you cast?
Fireball.
Oh.
It's gonna turn around and points towards you. When they do, the energy that was coming from them, it like stops. As they stop chanting, the energy like pulls forward and then doesn't come from them, but they turn around. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Thank God for the thing you gave me.
26.
Okay.
You said, what was it again? I'm sorry.
A dexterity save.
Oh, dexterity save. I mean,
14.
Oh, doesn't matter. It's the same. Dirty 20.
21.
14.
Okay.
I was gonna say, actually, I'll also use my reaction to stop the half
Okay.
damage.
So, full damage is 28 points of fire damage, so that you would take that. As this fire explosion, oh yeah, you have ring of evasion, if you want to use it.
Yeah, I don't know if I should. I only have 2 more.
Yeah, you only have 3 charges of those
Yeah,
per day.
I feel like I should save.
It's your
I
call.
guess.
It's your ring now.
So 28 full, 14 halved.
Dude, what is the saving?
How do you?
What?
What's the saving?
Evasion.
Like, does
Well-
21 make it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're halved, and you're full, and you two don't take anything.
Right.
Okay. So the fire like engulfs you all.
This guy up there did it?
No, the one below.
Is he within 30 feet?
No.
Damn. Could have negated some of that if I took a couple steps forward.
Yeah, so you it engulfs you all, and then at the end of their turn they turn back, but they can't begin the chant. The rest of them, let me see, they're not gonna move, and they can't really see. The only one that can see you is right here. That one, you
is
are
that
too far
Joe's?
away.
Were you pointing to Joseph?
No, I was pointing to this one right over,
Oh,
whatever's
okay,
on the other
gotcha.
side of that one.
Busting out the wizard point now.
All right, next up we've got Zan.
Right. First thing right out the bat, Zan's gonna reach into the bag, grab a potion, smash the top off, chug it down. He took the potion of flying, so he has a fly speed equal to his walk speed for the next hour.
Okay. We'll just use this to like represent
Represent flying.
if he's flying, and just let me know how high up.
Dun, dun, dun. Damn right. Dun, dun, dun.
So Zan,
Dun, dun, dun.
so Zan's gonna go up probably about 40 feet, so he's about 10 feet
Yep.
lower than the one up high. And bonus action, he will hex the mage up at the top, and just for fun, he'll give him disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
That is all I can do.
All right. It is now.
I know Zan's all into Superman, and Pat's all into Superman, and that's why I did the Superman theme. But like in my mind, also because he started flying, I just pictured him going like Kaioken, and just like glowing red fire and just uppercutting the
I
dude.
want Zan to have like a little cape. Doesn't have to be a big one. It's like almost like a Lando cape, like a short one. Only goes to the waist, but still, when you fly, you have something that goes
Like an Ezio, just on the side over one arm.
It is now Rathmodar's turn as he is going to, seeing you go up into the air. He says, like, he yells to everyone around him. He just says, "Don't stop the ritual!" And he is running forward about here. Let me just double check this. As he reaches his hand out towards you, Zan, and he he is going to you watch as these force bolts just come out of his hand and ding, ding, like all coming towards you as he has cast magic missile in your direction, and he did it at no, he did it at 3rd level. So 3rd level
There's
magic
nothing we
missile.
can do.
No, unless you have shield.
I have magic missile dice. Where did those go?
boy.
Those are fun. Those are ones that Abaddon got to use. Yeah.
He said that like a.
New Yorker.
I was thinking New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey,
Like
there
almost
you
like a New
go,
Jersey
right?
Jewish woman. These dice were for Abaddon, but she's not here right now, so you're gonna roll some dice for her. Magic missile.
All right, so it's base 3 and it's 3rd level, so 2, 3.
Oh, I said talking like one guy. Oh God.
That is 15 points of force damage as they just hit you as you're going up into the air there. And then he is going to, we'll just say, he just uses, he just is going to stand there. Actually, he's going to back up. He's going to forward a little bit. Can I steal this? Yeah, he's just going to back up, almost like he's within the energy that is swirling. Okay, it is now Arik's turn.
Alright. Arik is going to reach behind him and pull out a carpet of flying.
Oh, you know what? Nope, go ahead.
Why do you gotta do that? Why do you gotta throw it down in my head? Just fuck me all up. Throw it down, hop on it. He's gonna say the word as an action, and he's not flying. Yeah, he'll follow Zan and go as far. It's got a moving speed of 40 feet, so
Okay.
he's gonna actually end up right where Zan is. So I'll just. Oh, you have another one.
Yeah, we got another one. We got a lot of teetering going. Actually, you know what? You can use this because
Sure. Yeah, just with
It's
the card
not
and all
there.
that, it's gonna be really tough.
I'm assuming this is the wall.
yeah, that's the wall.
So this guy here can't see what's going on
No,
over here.
you can't see all of them the way that it's set up.
I know it looks like I'm heavy as it, but I'm not. It's just the base is so much bigger on that one. That was. Yeah, that's all I can do this turn.
Okay. Arwell, it is your turn. As you are standing there looking up, you look up towards where Zan has just gotten hit by all of these magic missiles. And at the same time, it's dog hair trying to get in my nose. At the same time, Zan, like you get hit with this force, and then you kind of look down to the ground. And right beside Arwell, and Arwell, you look too, you both see Isiduptator brush.
Yes!
Yay!
Aww. Is she in here?
She is. And
So she's gonna be hiding somewhere.
you can't help but have a little smile cross your face as you see her, but also there's a moment of confusion as you know that the Zentarum did not send anyone.
Scud! She's gonna stab her right in the back. Where would you like her? Do you want her right next to the two of them?
Yeah, it should be
Upstairs?
right next to Arwell. Arwell, it's your turn.
Okay.
She didn't.
For my action, I can do my bonus action first, right? I would like a healing word myself.
Okay.
Scuttlebutt.
So that means I do 1d4 plus 11.
Yeah, I always forget how potent cleric healing can be. Even with a with a
It's
suboptimal,
at least 11.
like Araxis, like with a suboptimal cleric, I remember how much like healing I'm able to do.
It's a little better.
Oh, initiative boost. Cat gave an initiative boost, which I can't remember what that does. So, Cat, if you could let me know. I know it I can't remember if it boosts you all up
Everyone
1.
It says everyone add 2 to your initiative.
All right, I will up you all by 2.
5.
14. All right,
Thanks, Cat.
Thank
our
you.
will
You're the best.
hit.
Cat's the best.
That's the only one I saw. Oh, there's a Lenny attack too. All right, let's see.
Little Sprout loves your the
Two.
magnet you made for us. By the way, it's on the fridge, and she's constantly moving around.
10, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay.
She goes max sugar Sprout.
All right. Sorry.
Okay, so that was my bonus action. That was a spell. I'm going to do Emboldening Bond
Okay.
as my action, which means that everybody gets, as long as we're in 5 feet of each other.
30. Right.
No, 30.
Oh, 30.
Yeah.
Sorry. Add a d4 to an attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw.
And as you're standing there and cast that, you look down and see Issa. She looks up at you, and she's just like, "Hey, I have a fucking score to settle. You seen Talus? You don't know who the fuck that is." And she just is gonna run past you. But I'll wait until I.
You weren't there.
Good luck.
All right. That is one round done.
10,000 more to go.
Top of the round.
1 year later.
Val, you actually go. It's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna click my boots together as my bonus action, and I'm gonna shoot this guy here in front of me.
Okay.
The one up high. or
The one up high. So that is 17.
That is going to hit.
Yay! D10. Where my 10's at? There my 10's at. There my 10's at. That's 12.
12 points of damage.
No. That was
Oh.
I grabbed a 12 instead of a 10.
Oh.
8 points of damage.
Probably because we heard it.
Radiant, if that makes any difference.
Get out of here.
And-
What was it? 8?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Ooh, that's had some heat on it. Sorry, like the kickback.
26 points of damage.
Oh shit! Nice.
Sorry, 26 to
Yeah,
hit.
I was gonna say.
26 to hit.
hit.
Yeah, my bad. 26 to hit the same guy.
That is.
Cocktease.
And as something I can simply do because I've already hit him, just to double check. Where is it? Yes. Okay. So it's a 10 damage. Then I can add a D8 to that damage because I've already hit him with
Oh,
my.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hold on. Sorry. There's a lot going on. Sorry. I gotta roll this to see whether or not you actually hit that. As you.
First or second
The
one?
first one. Hold on.
I don't think she likes you.
No, as you looked up, and what did you do? It was a bolt?
Yeah.
Crossbow bolt? You saw, like, your vision was almost blurred for a moment. You could see multiples. And as you, like, let loose the bolt, the bolt, like, flew through, and you could hear it clang off of the ceiling somewhere, but then there were only, there were 4. Now there's only 3.
No, it's 26 the second time.
Okay?
Let's see him do that again.
Nope.
All right. So that's a 4. I'm gonna re-roll that because I don't like it. That is a little worse. But it is still a 8. 8 radiant damage.
Okay, so it ended up being exactly the same.
Should have kept that 4.
All right.
You know, you just
Anything else?
not my bonus action. My boots are activated. I took a couple shots. I'm standing with Arwell.
Okay. Let's see. We've got.
Need to go folder.
Arwell
get the
pats you on the
wristwatch.
shoulder. Good job.
The one.
Everybody's
Behind
like,
you, like
everybody's like.
You're just down here, like
the new people are like, all right, let's do this.
you sit there, but she runs away.
Why did we join these?
He's like, these assholes are crazy.
It could have been a beach somewhere.
You hear the like "ai" as it like gets struck by that
It's a
by that
Jawa.
bolt. But and then the mage below, who had turned to begin like chanting again, looks up and sees, you know, the one above had been struck and is still going though. Like they just for a moment. So then they turn back around. This one, they look up to where the two of you are flying.
The one down bottom is
The
looking at us?
one down on the bottom. They are going to cast, as they look up, you are going to see, their two
Where-
hands reach up.
Okay, so we're a little spread out. It's just hard because of the base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I would like.
He's
we're-
gonna reach you anyway.
Okay. I just want to let you know. It's tough because it's got
Um,
a wider base than the one that
He
has.
just kind of like hands together and then whispers and then goes and like this ice just shoots out in a cone, 60-foot cone. In your direction up towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
Nice. Oh
Nice.
shit. You said saving throw. That's
Yeah.
a 21.
Okay. So it would be 35 cold damage. Halved to
17.
17.
Shit, how did I do that? Thank you. I've actually done that.
Everyone's remembering their D4s, right? That D4.
Oh no, I fucking
Don't
forgot
forget it.
about
Put
that.
it out.
Oh,
Put it
shit.
somewhere so we won't
I think
forget
they're 40. Oh, as long as they're 30 feet within each other, though.
each other, and then with
Yes,
us.
you're.
Yeah, no.
So, are we good?
However,
Okay.
Well,
And it
you
wouldn't have
guys-
mattered anyways, 'cause
You
you don't
guys
go-
are not covered
I
because
think
you're
they're like
40.
Oh, we're
40
40
and
feet.
they're
Yeah, I was
Okay,
thinking
so it's
yep,
just
40
us.
feet.
So
because
it's
it's
you
not
guys on the
perfect.
ground. Okay.
It's like everything, right? Attack,
saving throws,
Saving.
attacks. I think it's all the
And
things.
skill checks.
skill.
Yes.
Now,
But
once
assuming that's
you can only use it
concentration that you're in,
once.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Once per turn. No, her embordering bond.
Oh no, that's not right. Blesses.
Blesses.
Blessing
once,
bond's
but
not.
you can only use the D4 once per turn.
So you gotta be judicious with it.
How long does it last?
Till she feels like it.
Oh, okay, good.
10 minutes until
Oh,
or
okay,
until
good.
I use
So,
it again.
a while, yeah.
A while.
Yeah.
Good. Because I fucking hate concentration spells. They
So
have the
this
bane of my
guy
fucking
is gonna
existence.
move
No pun intended.
closer. After doing that, is gonna move like right about here, 30 feet or so, turning that way.
Did you still have the those boots of what you
I'm
call
not
them?
wearing them, no. But whenever I make a
Alright.
dexterity saving throw, if I make it, I
The
take it.
rest
Oh, that's
of
right.
them are all continuing to chant.
I have advantage.
Um,
Unless it's
150
you
feet.
know something I can actually block with a shield, which I don't think I can block cold.
Yeah, no, that's too far still.
The night time is the night time. Adam Sandler.
1 second. This one
First
is
CD.
gonna-
Can you cast spiritual weapon on something that's in the air?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be on the ground.
Yeah, it's just I think there's a distance that you can cast.
I think it's
in,
30.
but
Yeah.
you
30
can
feet.
cast
Sure.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you are in.
Just on my turn, I was gonna say something. So
Okay.
Oop.
Like about that?
about like Me and Ark are flying up high.
Yeah.
You guys.
It's on the ground. Yeah, this is what I was hoping. Just kind of moved away.
I have a feeling like a lot of these aren't going to survive this encounter, including ourselves. But a lot of these guys floating. Like every time we talk,
It's when we talk, it has
The
nothing to
candle.
do with your elbows on the table.
no, nothing to do with my elbows. It's every time we talk.
Okay, so did I break that thing? I'm just gonna double check it.
Does that mean they're dead?
Dead. D-E-D. Dead.
Outside interference.
So, you're gonna see lightning bolts start coming out from the hands. Actually, could you move that purple one a little bit closer in?
Holy
30
shit,
feet.
dude, they're all just fucking. But as we're doing this, since they're moving away and
But
not
these are the
concentrating-
guys chanting.
No, because she said that the ones at the bottom are also chanting.
Are they?
Everyone is chanting, but
Well, I feel the floating guys are more important to the chant.
let me just double check because
I
what
only
is
shot him because he's loud.
God, I miss Abaddon right now. She could just be like, fucking fireball.
yeah. So these they're all. As they move forward, it doesn't that like the chant. They're still chanting, but then they kind of turn to you, and we've got lightning bolts. So one towards. How many do I have? One, 2, 3, 4. I don't think. Ooh, broke my own thing. This thing's gonna start falling apart.
It's the
It's
earthquake.
Hopefully.
It's fitting though because there's a big battle going on.
Right.
So
The lightning bolt of the power just coming in and knocks
Yeah. Okay, so you've got 1, 2,
Somehow me and Zen are the only things that
3,
happen to me.
4. So we're gonna do 1, 2.
This is where the Nazis opened
each
the
of
Ark
you.
of the Covenant.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are only 4 can see you guys. So everybody make a dexterity saving throw again as lightning bolts just come shooting out. You see the energy from below.
Energy 4.
thank you.
Begins
I
to
said we
dissipate.
don't though. We can't though, right? Because we're not in the.
Oh yeah, we're not in the
That's
cool,
still
we're not in the
good.
cool kid club.
Oh, dexterity is killing me.
Don't forget there are things there for you.
Oh, I'm saving those for Tiamat.
Unless we suddenly get a giant amount of new subscribers.
Yeah. What did those do? Are they a
Those are
D4?
inspiration, so they're some are
It's a
D4s,
D-
some are.
I think those are all D4.
They're all D4s.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're all D4s.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, so saves.
12. Dirty 20.
20.
23.
23.
13.
13. Alright, so above, so you two make it. For
When do I have to decide if I want to use my ring? Like before I find out what
Before you
happens?
Find out typically.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Give a little kiss.
Wait, this is a different. Yeah, this is a different round. This is what the second round.
Second round.
Could I use a react?
Your reaction recharges at the end.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you.
28 points of lightning damage.
Good question. I have resistance due to the mask, but I would also like to use a spell for resistance. Does that half and then half again? Or is it only half?
Yeah, we'll say yes.
So that's 7 points.
Yes. So 28 points or 14 points if you succeeded. Of lightning, as just you
We are
see
so
just
not gonna
cracking through the air. You got plenty of healing potions.
What's
It's
that?
not gonna make a difference.
That
Is it
is
a
the rest of them
signal, like,
are still
you guys are doing
chanting,
well?
and then
I'll tell you.
But I know.
I'll tell you to run and save your life.
No, but if I so I know if like you guys need help from me.
Issa's gonna run forward. She's gonna run just straight, actually out forward and just engage.
Just cannonball into that guy's chest.
No, you know what? She's gonna
just
run
tall.
forward, and then she's going
Tony
to
Jaa.
try to find a place to hide. So she's gonna try to get into an area. Technically, she used her dash as a bonus action, so she can't really hide, but she's gonna go over that way.
She can still hide as her action.
Oh shit, yeah.
She's a rogue. She can dash as a bonus action, right?
Yeah, she's actually
disengage.
gonna throw a dagger at that folk right there. And that's a natural 1. So she's just like so full of rage.
Halfling.
Oh shit. I never remember even when I'm flying her. No, that one's gonna hit. So
Oh, it hit?
yep.
Nice. She missed so badly that it hit the next guy behind her. Behind him.
Alright, we
It'd be
got
cool. Rogue, instead of daggers, they throw boomerangs, so it looks like they miss.
Okay. Next it is Zan. It's Zan's turn.
All right. So Zan will fly up, and he's gonna do a little flyby with his dragon tooth dagger.
Okay.
It's 30 to hit, or 29 to hit.
Yes. That hits.
So because I used absorb elements from the lightning damage, I get to add a d6 of lightning to my next melee
Oh, you know what?
attack.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Nope, that does hit. I just rolled a 2 again. So no, you do. You hit
Oh,
that.
I have blind sight, so mirror image doesn't work
Oh,
on
okay.
Zan. So I got a lot of dice for this first one. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that's not bad. 10, 18, 20. 26 points of damage for the first attack.
Alright.
Second attack with the dagger is another 29 to hit.
That hits.
Another 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And if he's still alive, just because he is short, Zan will attempt to kick him.
Kick him.
Kick him.
Alright.
It's 26.
He's just like, you motherfucker!
So if I
26?
leave your
26.
30 foot
Yep, that
radius,
is.
that extra d4 disappears. Is that what this is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless there's someone, like, you can
We can be a
it.
chain.
Who's ever in the
But we can
chain
both
is,
move.
as long as they're within 30 feet of our well.
We can like.
It's another 14 points of damage. Are they still standing?
They are.
Stunning strike.
Alright. What is that? A con?
Con DC 16.
Nope, they're stunned.
Yes.
So-
I guess they can't speak either,
They
right?
can't speak, can't move, can't take action.
They're kind of like flying, you smack them
So
and
does
they're
that mean
just
they
like
fall to the
floating in the
ground?
sky.
If they're stunned, they might fall. right?
No.
No, it doesn't
No.
break concentration, and Zan will yell
Oh.
to the others, "Go for the ones down low. Me and Arik will aim for the ones up high."
Alright. That is. Anything else?
Think, yep, I think that's it for now.
Okay.
Did you use your reaction this turn? I used it.
Was it last? That was last turn.
turn.
No, we can't do that. Okay. Oops. Sorry, 1 second. Lots of NPCs on the table. So. Alright. Where are you all at? So Rathmodar is going to. He is going to yell out. You hear him say, like, "You will not stop this ritual! Fools!
The bad
You
guys
are not
always have to
wait-
say.
You are not, I don't know,
Sorry.
strong enough!
I like that. He's like, you are not lines. He's not ready, but his palms are all sweaty. So I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, you're fine. I didn't have to.
But the bad guys always have to say, "You fools."
Hold on.
Like Malcolm this earlier. I will destroy you, you fool!
Yeah.
It literally, that's what our 4-year-old said. What I don't even remember what I told him he couldn't do anymore. I had told him to like clean up or something. I'll destroy you, you fools!
Okay. Sorry. Real quick. Just looking up. As, he is either going to do this one spell or this other spell.
Is it gonna kill you this way?
Yeah.
Is it gonna kill you this way?
This. So was that by Fat Boy Slim? I had the Christopher Walken video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that was a sample, right? That was a sample of something from the late 80s.
Probably.
You can do that? You can do I'm pretty sure it was a rap from the 80s. I can't fucking
The
place
song
it.
was Weapon of Choice.
Weapon of choice.
You could go with this, or you could go with that.
Remember he's fucking skipping through the ball.
For, a you,
Brings back before school MTV memories.
Zan. No. He looks past and he sees you, Arwell. He is going to. You see him whisper something, and you see a little glimmering.
half cover?
You see a little glimmering of something in his hand as he whispers, and then he hurls this darkened ball in your direction. Small. You can barely see it as it comes towards you. And a small ball about 4 inches or so, like this big, like gets bigger as it comes towards you and smashes on the ground as this loud crack of thunder just explodes out. Oh, you. Lucky son of a bitch. It's a 4
Oh, phew.
plus.
Plus 17.
Yeah, no, that's an 8. So you,
You throw like a girl!
he throws it, actually goes past you and explodes behind him. This thunder kind of like pushes you forward a couple of steps. He goes, as, that would have hurt. Would have hurt had it hit.
My HP's going
Normally
down
I
so
don't
fast.
subscribe to, like, I don't really subscribe to those kind of distinctions, but you still throw like a girl.
Wait, that's from the Sandlot, right? You throw like a girl!
Yeah, that was like the.
Yeah.
That was
Or
the
if you
one.
play
that-
baseball. like,
Yeah, that was the
girl.
biggest
Which is
insult in the
funny
world.
because I used to catch for a softball pitcher in high school. and-
Oh, all the softball girls like pitch like
And then you
Fucking
see
crazy.
him,
Almost knocked
he's
me out
gonna
with the ball.
step to the side just slightly, like right here. Alright. That is the end of that turn. We've got Ark.
Okay. Arik is going to zip up and scrap it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put that.
stab him in the dick.
I'm gonna try, but he's got that funky thing, right? Do I just roll normally, my attacks normally?
You get advantage because he's stoned.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. But there was that like thing you said about blindside. All right. That's 12 plus 13 to hit for the
Hits.
first.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry.
12 plus 13
You-
is 25.
Hold on 1 second.
They have lots of magic.
Yeah, hold on. Real quick.
Like it's gonna be frustrating getting through this room. It already is.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
That was 25 to hit.
25.
To hit?
Yeah.
So he didn't do like the weird thing?
So you, as you are striking at him, you can see that there are multiples in front of you. Like that's just there. You're like, "Ugh," and you're gonna go for one of them.
Okay. That's 12. Shit, I forgot to say I was raging, but that's okay.
Bugs.
So 10, 12 plus 4. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of
Okay.
damage for the first.
So you strike
Two of that
down.
is 2 of that is radiant. 4 of that is radiant.
As you slice through, one of the images goes and like shatters, and now there's only two.
I was trying to do him.
Yeah.
He still has that even with the stunt.
Yes.
It's 19 plus 13. Useless.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, fuck, one. That's 11. Can I use a bonus action between my attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, should have said that before. Art's gonna rage. I should have
Okay.
said that before, but I didn't.
So you strike again.
It's alright, I'm gonna get rid of him for you. It's cool. I know you don't need to, but I'm gonna feel like I'm doing something.
It's good.
Okay.
It's all good.
All good. I'm gonna do my third and final attack.
Okay.
Again, 19 plus 13.
Yep, that hits. Now it's just the one.
So
As
now
they-
it's just him?
Yep, just him.
Gotcha, bitch.
Whittle them down. That's what I do.
Alright, well, you're up
That's
next.
2.
Okay.
That's 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
I attacked 3 times and I hit him once.
We're not making it to Tiamat if this is gonna take this long to get through one dude in a room of like 10 people.
Don't worry. Don't worry, I got you. Anything else?
Lightning cracks and they all die.
No, good. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I'm
yes,
so
yes.
nervous.
There you go, you're fine.
I'm just nervous I'm gonna get killed. Okay. I'm gonna take a potion of superior healing,
Okay.
which
We're just
is
gonna
8d4 plus 8. Sorry, I
It's
should have gotten my
Winter
D's out
Soldier and,
before
Captain
D4's out
America
ahead of time.
Tony Stark.
You're fine.
Beating the shit out
1,
of him.
2,
Do you have enough dice?
3. No, I could use some D4s if that's.
Yeah, let's all give her one.
5, 6.
Let's all give her one.
7. 8.
Nice. I don't know why, but
6,
it
8. It
adds-
feels good when it's
my
like other
mental, yeah,
people's.
like my camaraderie of like fucking
Yeah.
nice. It's always
Feels
better.
nice. Oh yeah. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 21. 21 plus 8. 29.
Nice.
Alright.
Nice.
I can get rid of that. Okay. Then I'm going to now if I move my movement is 30 and then my range of the spell is 60.
Can't pick it up.
Yes.
So if I move 30, can I hit like the closest person to it's on the ground? Or is she still too far? Thank you.
You're likely within.
Okay.
It's hard to tell, but if you move 30,
You wanna move 30 feet?
yeah.
I'm gonna move 30, yes, and then I'm gonna cast
Yeah, you're. If you're trying to get the blue one on the bottom, you're within 60 feet of that for sure.
Where-
Sorry, the
this guy?
blue. Yeah, the run in red right there.
Okay, yes. So I will cast spiritual weapon at them
Okay.
Nice.
at level 4.
Which weapon would you like? I have a whole.
Oh,
Yeah, what does the
there's
weapon
a mace,
look like?
right?
Yeah.
It'll be Loretta, like big, glittery Loretta.
All right. And
Like
putting
an
it.
Arwell
Very
size,
big,
like-
yeah.
like
And
7
it could just
feet
be
tall.
like disembodied.
You damn well know that somebody, just looking at the mini now, I'm like, someone has done a cleric / bard, and it was like their spiritual weapon is just this big, like, dildo. That just beats the shit out of the enemy.
That we need to print that now, like a
Yeah.
spiritual dick.
A
To just
spiritual weapon.
smack.
Yes. So now I gotta
Was that-
roll.
was that
Yep.
Snatch
Plus
or
this
roll to
4.
attack.
2 lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels where the guy gets beat to death.
I think that was
This is a lock,
I think that was
stock.
Actually-
Snatch, right?
Oh, I can only
I thought it
use
was
Use
lock stock.
It might be lock,
Can I use this
stock.
They're
D4
so
for like the
Guy Ritchie
damage
movies are
after?
so interchangeable.
If it's the emboldening, that doesn't work for damage,
do-
right? Okay.
it- It's not going to work on your spiritual weapon
Okay.
because it's a separate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would
My
be
favorite, though,
16
rock
plus
and roll.
11.
Yep, that hits for
Okay.
sure.
And then that's 2d8 plus
I
5.
love
We
Gary.
saw that in the theater.
Oh, I'm
didn't we?
sorry. Hold on.
Did we all go see that in the theater?
That was the first time he's been targeted in such a way.
I know I saw it in the
yeah,
theater.
okay,
but
so-
I
Okay.
was with you guys.
So that's your house.
As your spiritual
Oh
weapon
yeah, I showed it to him. That's right.
comes down.
No way, what does he do?
It smashes down into one of the many. All of these mages around you are like multiplied. So as it smashes down, it shatters one of the.
Oh, so he's like fake.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Does they not take damage then? He's just gone.
It smashes. I was gonna have you roll, but I figured.
So I was gonna say 60 rounds.
All right.
So the real one's still there.
the real one's still there. There are actually 3 of them still.
Yeah. Just
All right.
triple the dudes on this map.
Yeah, they're all kind of like shimmering. I mean, not all of them anymore. Not Wrath either. Wrath is standing there. Any other things you want to do?
I moved. I did an action and a bonus action. Nope, that's all I can do.
Okay. End of the round. We're on another round. Top of the round, we have Val.
What are these? Are these like
That's
walkways?
just me showing where the energy is going.
Alright. I'm gonna, because I have more walking speed than you, I'm just getting out in the front, but still I'm blocking them from direct line of sight of Arwell. And I'm going to shoot at Mr. Modar.
Okay.
Mr. Modar.
Mr.
I don't know.
So in another life, I failed killing him.
You'll hold it.
What are you doing? I'm sorry.
I'm shooting him.
Okay.
Yeah, so. 35
To hit?
to hit.
Yeah, then.
God damn, I think that's probably one of the highest so far. Get off
Oh, I'm
my
sorry. Could you
lawn.
make that again?
Roll it again.
Roll it again. You have disadvantage.
Motherfucker.
As
You got your D4.
I am. Yeah.
35 to a 5.
Dude, I have a plus 12 no matter what. So, anyways, 19.
That just hits.
Oh no.
Just hits.
Just
Were you aiming at
hits.
Modar?
Modar.
Oh, so he's got high AC.
Then, hey, plus. So, I haven't hit him yet, right? The last times.
He has never been
No,
hit.
I have. Okay, so I have not.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
Still no. Like
9.
as you let loose the bolt, it was just like slightly off by a couple of inches, and you were aiming at him, but it like went off just enough, and when it hit, he like went like and it was like he flickered and was actually about 6 or so inches to the side.
Squeaky motherfucker. So that's 9 radiant damage. That was my second attack. And 6 inches is 30 feet, right? Is
Yeah.
that?
She just sounded like an old Resident Evil 1 zombie.
Is that base to base? Like it's like a quarter of an inch? or
Top
whatever?
to top.
I'll take a step forward.
It's no, so like if you do that, you're not within 30 feet. He's without your 30 feet, so like you have to go in like this.
Okay, I thought we were doing the front of the base to the front of the base.
No, because front
To
of
the base.
it's like front of the
Right.
base to.
That would actually add on because the bases
Right.
of our minis are an inch, so really that would be more like 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he look like he's concentrating?
He's looking at his nails.
Like, I know what this dude is. I can't see this guy. That guy disappeared. These guys are out of my range. Alright. How about, can I see anybody within 30 feet who is obviously concentrating on this spell?
So
On the big spell.
Like, this guy, or this guy, or this guy. Are they like, biggity biggity boggity boo?
none of the people who cast the lightning spell at you all are continuing to chant. So the one who couldn't see you is this one right here. So they continued to chant.
So he's chanting.
He is chanting.
So
You
he's
would
out
need-
of my range.
You would need to move further up.
So, wait, let me double check here. So I got 70 movement, so that's 30.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, you just added another inch, but yeah, okay.
Don't we all, as males, Izzy? Don't call us out
So
like
I
that.
guess I'll bring him right before that extra inch,
Yeah.
and then that brings me
Yes.
to okay. And he's chanting clearly.
Yes, you can see the energy flowing from him
All
to
right.
the
I'm
middle.
gonna try to stop his energy flow
Okay.
with my receding of his extra inch to where is it? Blood Curse of the Muddied Mine. He has to make a con save. So so that you can know. Curse a creature they can see within 30 feet that you see that is concentrating on a spell or a feature that requires concentration. The cursed target has
What's your DC?
advantage on throwing.
It's a two-hander.
Your spell save?
I'm looking. What the hell is?
Get 2 powerful sticks. Send that arrows like a soldier. Fucking soldier.
They rolled a 25.
Yeah, they made it. Yeah, no, they made it. They made it.
So as you tried to do, but they just kind of like push through and are continuing to chant. Anything else that you're doing?
Yeah.
You hear Rathmodar goes like, step back! Continue with the ritual! Some of them are gonna step back. That one is gonna step back. That
I
one
know, holy shit. Well, then again, I missed 2 out of the 3 attacks. So.
is going to... Alright, so it is the mage's turns. Stunned until
End of my turn.
your turn. Alright.
There's no
So
little energy.
this one with the one with the spiritual weapon right next to it. Is going to... You see it disappear. Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Closer to you. And then right away, fire comes shooting out of its hand. It's going to cast firebolt at you.
I am going to do a blood curse of the eyeless as a reaction.
Because when I go
Okay.
to like look around, this is blocking. I was like, where's Arwell?
Oh wait, yeah, and so that just takes away 1 damage to whatever.
1 damage?
One
or is it
damage,
one
or one-
hit?
Yeah, roll subtract the result from the creature's attack roll. So whatever their attack roll is.
Yeah, so the attack. So it was 16
so
minus
it'd
1 to 15.
That was the attack roll?
That was to hit.
Oh, I'm 18.
Yeah. So it.
I wasted.
It's all the beer. It's all the beer you've been
I
drinking.
had so many of these. Unless we could take an hour break before we fight Tiamat.
We can take a little nap.
Does it say that you can wait to find out if it hits or not?
I have to say it before you
Okay.
say if it hits or misses.
Okay. So
But can you hear the roll? That's the wording. Are you allowed to know what the roll is, but before the effect is determined?
You can choose to use this feature after the creature's roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack hits or misses.
okay.
So you would have heard them say 15.
Yeah, technically you would have heard me say 15, and then you could decide.
Not used it.
I take
I'll let you take it back.
Some of the
One
wording-
takes you back safe, please.
It's
I'll let you take it
meant to be
Alright.
worded sometimes ambiguously like that.
So
Well, with
next
my reaction with
one-
Ernot's like defense when I like using my shield and I was next to you,
You
it's
don't
like
get to-
I had to use it like I had to say it like right away. Like it
Yeah.
didn't matter. Like I
It's
couldn't
like-
hear.
I
like,
have a couple
yeah.
like that too, where you have to jump in before the DM says anything.
Right.
At all.
Say,
You
it's
just
like the
have to
same with
fucking
like
guess.
hellish rebuke. You have to say like hellish rebuke. Like I would tell Lauren all the time. She'd be like, oh, I got hit. I'm like hellish rebuke, hellish rebuke.
This next one here is going. Oop, wrong one.
How do you know if you have reactions to things? Like, would that have been clearly listed somewhere?
Yeah, it
I don't
should be.
think I
It should
have
be
any.
in your list of reactions.
Yeah, if you- if
Like, I have-
usually there aren't.
On-
There are many.
It's
I don't think I
sometimes
have any.
easier to see on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
If you go to the page after the skills,
Actions?
There's actions, yep.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little thing at the top where you can filter by just reactions.
and that'll show you all your reactions.
Just make sure you unfilter it after because sometimes you'll
Filter. Oh,
lose
'cause
it.
it's not the website.
I did
This
that when I
one
was in the.
is gonna move.
The website has
found
the
it
filter.
I was only using half my stuff once because half of one session because I forgot to unfilter it. So
Oh,
So you
no.
can only see certain things.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
I only have. Okay,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah,
Usually,
I
usually
I
does
only
not
got
You
always
may
do
not
a lot of
tabs.
reactions,
very,
yeah.
especially as
I believe you
cleric.
should also have your emboldening bond reaction.
Oh, yes, I do.
All right, it is going to look up and see there are two people
Oh.
attacking
Yeah, that's a
the
good. That's a
friend
good.
here.
But
Yeah.
it's
Same thing with this one
anyone
over
who's
there.
under her emboldening bond reaction. You can use your
Two.
reaction if you're within 30 feet to like
Teleport.
to take damage instead of the other person. But you have
It's
to
going
be
to
in the
cast
30 feet.
magic missile.
Against.
Two dudes are launching magic
One
missile.
is at Arik and one is at Zan. We've got 9 point. Nope. I actually edited it wrong the first time. 13 points of damage to Arik.
And there's nothing to do about that, right?
No, it just hits. And
you said 13, I'm sorry?
yeah, 15 points of damage to Zan. They're gonna stay there, and it is now Issa's turn. Issa is. She's just kind of like running, almost blindly. She's looking as she's running around. She's gonna run straight forward. Kind of take a slice at this guy as she's looking. I'm gonna have her make a perception check as part of this, which means she'll only make one roll. Okay. She's gonna attack Raphael. That definitely hits. And she's halfway paying attention to what she's doing though, as you see her like she's looking around, she's kinda like slices as she goes, and then she looks up and to her left, you see her look up. She looks down at the one in front and then looks up, and you can't exactly see what all is going on in the other ones, but you hear her go, Talis! And she just like screams Talis' name. There's like spit that comes out of her mouth as she sees Talis the White, the Zentarum betrayer, floating in the air.
Which one? That guy?
White.
No, the white.
The white.
The one?
Alice the white.
Talis the White.
Makes sense.
Floating in the air.
That
That's
is-
just a cultist.
Is that a woman?
Just a cultist.
It's a very handsome.
And she does. How many points of damage did you do, Wrath? Remember?
Did I say 8 or 9?
That's probably why I didn't write it down.
Wasn't much.
Yeah. All right.
8 or 9.
Okay, I'm just gonna write that up. And
I prefer 9. You can make 8.
And-
What's the deal with these damage numbers?
You see, she's gonna run. You see her like kind of run and almost. You can't see her anymore. For the most part, she runs that way.
I'm gonna chop this Jesus candle up from under you.
Next is Zan.
Alright, seeing as how that one is still there, I am
See them starting to come to.
going to hit them with the Dragon Dagger again, using Elven Accuracy. So I get an advantage because they're stunned.
Oh, you get to use a fucking that dagger in like its full glory here.
26 to hit.
So look at this, only if it's enemies of the cult. I thought you get like extra.
Right, if it's an enemy of the cult, I get
But
to
it
roll
still gets
2.
extra anyways.
Yeah, I get to roll 2d6 extra. 6, 10.
This guy's gotta die.
Look how
Please,
little
you gotta
they
get
are. We're
one-
beating
one
a
of them.
child.
It
22,
doesn't matter. They might have fucking 200
22
HP.
points of damage for the first attack.
Oh hey, exactly what you needed.
Nice.
Yay!
Dip it. Knock it
So
over. Knock it down.
Knock that
Smash
candle
that
down.
candle.
Smash the
You see that, like,
Throw it across the room.
you, however you do it.
Because they're stunned, Zan's just gonna do like the classic, just one hand over the palm, drive them down.
Okay. And you see as they,
You're gonna break that neck from behind.
you see as you do that, there's like this swirl of energy that like releases from them and goes out into the center, and then they begin to plummet down to the ground.
Do you want us to take that? Like,
I'll leave that up there for now.
Okay, so I still
Don't
have,
wake my friend. He's dead tired.
dead side.
My friend, he's dead tired. So
Blow
You
off
have to
some
go around.
steam, Bennett. Remember that one?
Yeah.
so I am going to dash as a bonus action.
Okay.
so I
Just
have.
picture him in the air going like.
No, he's just Naruto running. So I have 100 feet of movement. I'm pretty sure I can make it to Talus with 100 feet of movement. And there we go. So I will
Throw an attack. Throw an attack at Talus. Let's see what happens. 20. Actually, that's a 30 to hit.
Nice.
That hits.
Great. So
This has just simply become an anime.
8.
Do you come around and what are you doing? You're punching her?
It's using the dragon tooth dagger.
Oh, okay. You come forward with that dagger, and like as you're coming forward, and she looks down, she looks up and sees you, and she goes, "I remember you."
Zan,
Love that.
stoic as always, not gonna say anything. So it's 7, 8, plus 6, 14 points of damage to Talus,
Okay.
the white.
And she yells out a little bit as she continues, like, "Ah!" And she just keeps on chanting through the pain.
Right. Come on, guys, we can do this.
Anything else?
That's bonus movement and action.
All right.
Arch's probably like,
Where the fuck he go? I got a flying carpet. I still can't fly as fast. I'm like, fuck. No, come back.
I got that extra 5 feet of movement, so now my movement speed is 50. And I mean,
All right. It is Wrath Modar's turn.
In my head, I'm singing "We Got Power" from Dragon Ball Z.
Modar
Season,
is
like, 8
going
intro.
to- he
Japanese words.
You see him look over at who's he looking at? He's gonna look at you, Arik,
But me? Why?
and he is going to start whispering.
That's why.
Oh. Oh no.
This is how Eric dies, by the hands of his friends.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I will in a moment.
As you begin to, your vision starts to go dark as you look down at the body that is falling from the sky underneath the rug that you are on, and then you kind of like look over and you can see Wrath Modar. He's like whispering, and you can almost hear those whispers directly in your ear, and you're like, no. And
That's
and
exactly what he. No, 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 no!
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Ooh, that's not good. That's low. That's.
Has it
that's a
ever
9.
been good? I
Is it-
mean,
was
let's
this-
be honest.
Alright, I'm gonna use my indomitable feature.
We have inspirations.
I don't want. You want me to burn through them all?
If it means I don't have to stab you in the eye, yes.
I'm gonna use my indomitable feature, and I get to reroll a failed saving
Okay.
throw. It's.
Give him like 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah. Who wants to give me a D4?
we have 7 left.
Do you need more?
I just like have them. You can just put them.
How many are you gonna roll?
This is 3.
3.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Oh god damn!
So it's 12, 13, 14, 18. Probably still not gonna pass. Fuck
Probably
off.
not.
18. I really want to burn through all of our stuff. Thank you.
We do have to get to
It was a
Tiamat.
valiant. You want me to use one more?
Oh, for some reason we're out of focus.
All right, I'll use
Yeah,
one
you
more.
always
Take one
know.
out of there. I'll take. Should I use one more? What do you think? What's the consensus?
I don't know, 18. I mean,
All right, I'll run with the 18.
18's like,
yeah,
Maybe,
I'll
maybe
run with
not.
the 18. We'll see.
Like it's past that threshold of like you may or may not have passed, but definitely not in the land of you did not
you
totally pass.
You stand there as the darkness covers your vision, and you begin to see.
Take one more. Take one more.
You begin to see the visions that had plagued you before. All of these like countless nightmares, your worst nightmares begin to start filling your brain, but then you push through. And you can feel the glow
Art's
of,
indomitable.
you
It
can
only
feel
took 3 of our inspirations to
the
get there.
glow of
I'm a bumble.
the longsword of Marn in your hand. It's almost like you feel this energy and courage begin to just like travel down and then into your brain to push out. And as you do, Rathmoder goes "Yeah," from down below, and
Right after all this time, the sword is starting to help. Like it just decided now I'm going to help you.
I mean, it helped me before. It was
Yeah, but it's never glowed before.
right. I know. It's nothing happened when I hit right with the sword.
Glows in the presence of goblins.
and Rathmodar is going to. He's going to step back about here or so, and that's the end of his turn. It is
Stressed me out
Arik.
so
It is your
hard.
turn
I'm
now.
exhausted already. All right. So 6 inches. That's 7. So it's 14 to get all the way up.
You have to go around.
Oh shit! Oh, whoops. Okay. Yeah, so curve that.
Yeah, just go. You're good.
Still not gonna make it. I'm just. Shit. Damn it.
what's
14's already
the
done.
carpet speed?
40.
So that's 8 inches.
Yeah, but I'm gonna dash as an action. I'm just trying to see how far I get. I would get. I'd be like right here
Okay.
if I dash.
Yeah, you can just put the little mini thing
On.
below, but we'll know that it's.
Are you sure? You measure 16 inches or maybe 14?
14.
It should be 16 because it's 8 inches is 40, so double would be 16.
Oh. Okay, so then I would make it. Just about, at least to the platform. Curve
You
around it.
curve around and you see another.
Oh yeah, I'd make it. Why did I think it was 14?
You see
Because
another.
Because I was
Math
thinking
is
we
me.
were no, because I was thinking it's 10, not 5
Right.
for the each
I
quote
don't think
unquote
that's
square.
Oh, maybe that's
I would
frequency.
so yeah,
So,
I would
yeah,
even
you see
curving around.
another,
I would make it like literally.
Another red wizard chanting out towards, and they kind of like see you coming. But anything else?
That's my action as a bonus action. I'll take a potion.
Okay. All right. Arwell.
Okay. I feel like I've asked this a million times, but if I've already cast the spiritual weapon
It's
and
up.
then I don't have to
Concentration.
use a
You
spell
choose
slot
bonus
No, you
action.
just bonus action to move.
Bonus action move, and then it can attack.
without having to use a spell slot.
Right.
Okay.
Once it's
Yeah,
there
just
on the
wanna make
table,
sure.
it's on the
It's like
table
a-
until you let it go.
It's like
Or
a
if
free
you-
free attack.
I can't remember, is it concentration? I don't
It's
think it-
not.
No.
No.
So it's until you wish it away.
That's
Okay.
why
But it only
spiritual
moves
weapon
what?
is
20
It
feet?
moves 20 feet. Yeah.
Yep.
spiritual weapon isn't concentration, and it's one of
Probably
the
hit
greatest
that,
stuff.
dude. I don't know if it can make it to that,
I
dude.
don't know. I'll probably just go for the one that's the closest. Thank you. And then, okay. So then I'll attack with that, which was level 4. 2d8 plus 5.
It's going to red below. Red down. That's what I'm calling them. Blue down, blue up. Red down.
So I'm hitting that guy with this, and
Okay.
then I'm rolling the damage.
You have to roll to hit.
Oh, roll the hit. Sorry.
I could just
Okay.
use my,
So it's that plus your spells casting one breath.
Okay. 7,
17.
8. Oh, wait. Oh no, that's a 1.
Oh, no.
Shit. 1, 2, 13.
13. Yeah, it kind of like swings overhead.
With.
And you see it duck down as it's like trying to figure out who has cast this particular spell that it's going to try to get rid of.
Arwa looks around like, who did that? It's super weird.
It's him.
Wasn't me. Couldn't have been me.
Guys, did you want me to take this off so there's less of a chance of falling? This candle and all that? I just don't want to break
Yeah,
the
I'll say that one, like,
30 feet. 30.
Don't break that.
this one has fallen to the ground, just like.
Really close.
Did you want me to take the candle off? Or no?
Yeah, as long as you guys can remember that it's blue.
Yeah.
Can you remember that it's blue?
No.
Um,
Just being honest.
It's the only color that's not on the table.
Don't matter. Once they start coming down.
I just didn't want to knock it
Put
over.
a B on there.
I mean, wouldn't it like we've broken
all right. Anything else?
Not a great.
I've never used this, but so can you tell me if this is a thing I can do? If I were to move like near Val, and I were to cast Bane, can I cast Bane on like these 3 like guys that are there?
What's the radius?
What's the range?
30 feet.
You should be
Oh, yeah.
able to.
You wouldn't even
yeah, you should
really
be able to
have
reach.
to move.
I don't have to
Well,
move.
That other
you're-
guy's
this
dead.
one's dead.
This
Oh,
one
he's
might
dead?
be,
Oh, he was standing up.
But you could, but you could probably get these 3 if you move next to Val.
Yeah, if you move
Yeah.
next to Val,
Okay,
you
I'm
like
gonna do
right
that.
here-ish.
Yeah,
can you get that far?
I don't know.
There's an
I
opportunity
can move
attack
30
from this
feet.
guy.
You've
though,
got 30 feet.
right?
Oh.
That is true. Yep, you
Unless
can
I
get
guess you go
Can I
along the
avoid that?
wall.
Can I avoid them?
Yeah, you could have scoot around. I mean,
Yeah,
You
you
won't
they-
get quite as far. You'll get probably about to where Val is. if you
Okay,
go around.
I'll do that. I'll
Okay.
go around.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, sorry, pardon me. Hey, Val.
So then, in terms of your range of who you can reach, you could probably get these 2. There's 30 feet, right?
Yep.
Because you can't see this guy.
Oh, you have to-
Okay,
you have to
so
be
the
able to
white-
see 'em.
The white is
Not
the
just
wall.
Not just know
What about
that they're
this? So the
I
person
don't
with the
even know
white
that she
hair
would
and
know.
then
White
the
hair
person you
and-
might.
Yeah, they
weapon?
might not even know that they're there.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
this
I'll do
one,
that.
there's
There's
a
a
wall
wall.
here.
Okay.
I keep forgetting that these are fucking like walls.
Yeah.
So Arwell takes their dagger and pricks their finger because they need a drop of blood for this.
Ouch,
Icky.
golly.
Val, she shows Val because she feels like you'd be proud of the
He's just-
bloodshed.
I do blood magic too.
Does that Wayne's World? Zang.
Check this out. So this is a saving throw. Do I roll to do this one? Or do you?
No, I do.
You do. Okay.
So
You need charisma 19.
Oh, it's a charisma saving.
charisma
That'd be
saving
interesting,
throw on
'cause that's
2
not-
mages. Are you
yeah.
trying to get? You cannot reach Wrath. Okay.
Yeah, just the 2.
We've got a fail and a both were 14s with a plus
Both
0. So they both failed.
Okay.
What kind of like charisma? That's
yeah.
not a
That's handy
mage's
dandy.
strong
It is a
suit.
concentration.
Let me see if I can find my bane. All right. So you are concentrating. Let's give you something. Here's a concentration
Sure,
for,
Always something
and then
that
we've
you
got.
like.
I'll find some bane. Here we go. We got 1.
Ding, 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 ding.
So.
I know we always say never split the party, but like we've got like the
Dude, if
main
we
thrust
knock on
and then
wood.
this,
We're
like-
going to be fucking 20 fireballs thrown at us in the stairwell.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying like hopefully me and Zan eventually meet and then you know what I mean? Zipping around.
So
I mean,
that
technically
means
we're all in the same room.
you have to roll a d4 and subtract
Yeah.
the number
For those
for
2.
attacks and saving throws.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I'll give you the other bane. So here's one of the banes, and then if you want to put it on, I'll find the other one.
Oops.
It's already good shadow.
Oh my god, this is like terrifying. Oh, you can't.
I know.
I broke you. How did you survive?
Alright, here's the other game. Okay, so anything else, Arwell?
That's fucking
Nope, that's all I can
We
do.
are at the top of the
I
next
just
one.
pretend that movie didn't happen.
Alright. It
There's a good idea.
is.
Just they lost it somewhere along the way.
As you all are standing there looking, you do see, I'm not going to put him on the map because it's dangerous, but Severin appears right where he was, hovering up in the middle there, in the center. He is going to do nothing. But below him, it is now Val's turn.
Is he still there?
He's still there.
Do I see him?
Yes.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Huh. 17.
Yep, that hits.
Ooh.
Nice.
You turn and see
Wasn't
him
expecting that one.
floating
Yeah.
there up in the sky.
12 radiant damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
You guys do four.
Yep.
You do.
Come on.
You can barely make him out about 100 feet up, wearing the mask of the Dragon Queen. All the heads you can see, like, off to the side. You see one thing hits him and he kind of jolts a little bit, but he's so far up you can't even necessarily hear.
21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And I get to add an extra d8 to this damage because I damaged him
Okay.
once already. So,
I'm expecting one of those dice to spiral off the battlefield like a cannonball in the Civil War.
11, 12, 13, 14 radiant damage on that
Alright.
attack.
Who did you hit? This person up here? Or the...
Yeah, the dude.
Severin up at the top,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because, yeah.
That
it
bazooka
seems
coming in
to-
handy. I wanted to have
Uh,
like a shoulder-mounted stock on it. You know what I mean? Like
Anything else, Val?
no, I'm gonna save these for Tiamat. Let's take a couple of pot shots at that dude.
Alright. It is the mage's turns. So we've got. This one is gonna actually back up and chance again. This one is going to back up as well and begin chanting as they look up and see you attacking this one.
But that's an opportunity attack from the
I
spiritual
don't
weapon,
think
right?
the spiritual weapon
I don't
gets
think
an
No?
spiritual
opportunity.
weapon.
Spiritual weapon doesn't get a reaction.
I thought
No,
it
it's
All
more
the
of a
rest of
object.
them are going to continue chanting.
It could
That
be
was
big,
chanting, that was
big,
chanting.
big.
And
It feels like we've been doing like 10
Talus.
rounds.
she is going to smile at you. And she's going to... Right, she is gonna reach out to touch you. She stops chanting. Uh, 22 to hit.
Hits.
You are going to take as she reaches out to touch you. And she says, "You are a fool. You cannot stop this." She is going to release necrotic energy into your body. I will roll this 3 times.
Episode 2. Or is it only one? I am slow learner.
No, yeah, that's
For a total
Anakin against
of
Vader.
19 points of necrotic damage.
But then he got his arm cut off. Like 2 minutes later.
He wasn't long. He was a slow learner.
And
Sack the body. We used to say that.
Yep.
Sack the body.
Sacrifice your body. Get it done.
that's all she's going to do. The rest of them, we've got the one that's right in front of you. It's going to turn around, seeing the one that's dead there. Going to turn and look to you, Arwell, and is going to cast... Actually, you're right next to... what's his face? So it turns around and it's going to cast Lightning Bolt. I need you both to make dexterity saves.
Natural 20.
Nice. There we go.
14 points of lightning damage.
It sucks that even when you pass,
And so like, oh man.
Like you feel the lightning kind of jolt through.
25.
That's also a success. 14 points of lightning damage. And they are going to...
I'm under 100.
Oh no.
They're gonna...
Zan's like,
Step
shut
away.
up.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
They're gonna move further away. Right here.
Potion up.
Okay.
Potion
Next up we have... what is Issa gonna do? Issa is there. She yells up at you, Zan. She's like, she's mine!
up. Find escape.
Come up and get her.
Find escapists.
This is totally like a Legolas and Gimli thing.
Well,
Takes
he's
down
a
the
tall,
elephant. Still counts as one!
yeah. He's a tall half elf and a halfling instead of a dwarf, but you know, it's pretty fucking close.
Alright,
And they do hate each other, and they'll probably become best friends after this is all said and done.
No, there's really not anything. Hold on. She actually does not have any ranged abilities, so she is just going to sit there and scream up at
She can stab the hell out of that guy.
the...
Take it out on him. Motherfucker, use him to climb up with the
This is you.
Make a ladder of
And
corpses.
yeah, she is going to attack that one next to her twice, because she can't, like, out of rage, she just kind of turns around and is like, ah! And she's going to attack them.
Bite the curb.
Wow, they get dark.
For
whole
one
body
was
would
a
have to jump
natural
up.
20.
You hit him with a natural, with a nat 20?
Yeah, but she rolled a 1 on her attack, so. That is...
Didn't we come up with a rule that if you roll a 1 on an
She's an
attack, you
NPC.
re-roll it or something?
She's an NPC.
No, she's a halfling. She gets to re-roll once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I thought wasn't that a house rule, or is that just something that I read that we thought we should implement? Because like, rolling a 1 on a crit is just like
In the next
ultimate
campaign, I'm
disappointment.
going to have you roll dice, not double dice. I'm going to have you
Oh, so
roll...
we'll physically roll the
physically roll
amount of dice.
the double the amount of dice. Alright, so that was... She, like, slices once, and then there was actually 2 hits to that.
Just like with 2 daggers.
She can only get up, like, 3 feet, though.
It's 3 feet higher. She's 6 feet
Like,
tall now.
ah! Still looking 47 feet up in the air. Alright, it is Zan's turn.
All right. First thing, Zan is going to take the potion of supreme healing,
Okay.
Guzzle that thing, dude.
and because of his awesome parapet of hope, I get max healing for 60 points of healing.
Damn! Damn! That's why we're BFFs in this fucking game.
Zan will attempt to stab Talus of the White with the dragon tooth dagger.
Stab her in the dick.
Does not hit.
I will spend a key point and make it 18 to hit,
Nice.
because I can do that only on a miss. I can do it after.
That does not hit.
Oh, dude, can you?
Do it
You, like,
again.
stab
Just
through,
fucking-
and you
wow,
end up
do it
hitting
again.
like
19?
you end up hitting. As you rip away, you can see she's wearing scale mail underneath, and as she's floating there, she just is like. She looks and
told
kind of
you you were a
ignores you,
fool.
almost like focusing even harder on
She's
chanting
like,
and
that should
sending
put
the
you at
energy
disadvantage.
towards Severin, who's in the middle.
I will go again then. Well, that one, because I know 18 doesn't hit, so this time that plus a key point. 19 hit.
That hits.
All right. That's that and this. So I didn't move hex. So that's 7, 8, 9, plus 6, 15 points of damage, stunning strike.
Okay. Sorry, that's a con again? Con?
Yes, con 16.
That is a 12. She is stunned.
Fool.
So
Alright,
I have
dummy.
still and we're 50 feet up in the air, right?
Yes.
I have my full movement because they are stunned. I want to grab Talus by the hair and go straight down and look at Issa.
Alright.
You gonna land on her?
No, I can't go towards Issa, but I want to
No,
drag.
no, I meant land on Talus.
Oh yeah, like the Silver Surfer.
You're gonna go straight down. We'll just
riding.
Grab the torch.
I'm riding.
Is that fall
Talus
damage?
down.
Do you give her fall damage?
I don't know if Izzy wants to let me.
Because if I flew full force,
50.
because I can negate my own damage of falling by using my reaction.
1d4 per foot, right?
1d6 per 10.
1d6 per 10. Oh, 1d6. Okay, yeah.
I'll say she's gonna take some damage
Nice.
from bringing her down. Alright, you slam her down on the ground. And
Zan just throwing her at you, so going, do what you will.
anything else?
He's going to look at Issa and say, all yours.
Okay. It is now Rathmodar's turn. Music change.
He's too much calzone.
Rathmodar is going to look over. Sorry, that's me looking over now. And you see him reach into his robes, and then when he reaches out, he's crushing something in his hand.
Oh no.
The draws of Arcania open.
Oh, no.
Great evil emerges.
That's a big triangle.
I call that the triangle of hurt.
He is going to just right here.
Just right there.
It just is a 60-foot.
Who's doing this?
It's gonna hit you, Zan. He's gonna do it right here, so he can hit
Okay.
as many people as he can.
So,
Rathmodar.
Does it go through the wall?
Yes,
Oh
because it's gonna be a 60-foot sphere that goes through all around, and it's going to encompass Issa, Zan,
He's gonna get his
Arwell.
own dudes.
Is
too,
it this
though.
guy?
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
get.
that
two-
guy. Oh, okay.
He's gonna get two of his own people.
It is.
And if it's a
Talus
Dex.
automatically fails, right?
yeah, if it's
I
a
think it's
dex
con.
or
Constitution.
dex or strength, they automatically.
It is not. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, everybody.
I hope so.
Well, you're taking half no matter what. You know what I mean? Even if you pass it.
Stacks.
A lot of dice there. A lot of dice.
Find it. I can't find it. All right. As
Yeah, it's Constitution.
he crushes this, and then you see this energy that he just kind of like looks at a point, and everything around begins to like spread out with this dark necrotic energy. What'd you get?
8.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I don't think he.
Oh, he's not in
he's
range.
right.
It was me. You are going to take.
Remember your healing spells.
Oh, I know.
If you make it.
Oh, I know.
Remember, you've got mass.
34
healing
points of necrotic damage. If you got above a 15, it's halved.
Just a fucking
34, you said?
14.
34.
word. What is that?
It's
How are you
halved
looking?
to 17.
I have 49 left.
I'd say you do a mass heal.
I can.
And
Does everybody need
Asa
some?
took
I
I
mean,
mean, you won't
anyone
get
you
me
can
no matter
reach.
what. I'm too far away, but if you could probably move yourself to.
I mean,
To be able to get all
depending
the
on where
guys?
you are, you might be able to get 1, 2, 3. I guess depending on.
And
range.
yourself, obviously, and yourself.
Right. Yeah, I will definitely
Alright.
do that as long
And
as I can get
then-
as many people as I
I
can.
think ours healing was like.
he is going
But I think you're gonna have to move your, like. do
Yeah.
some-
move himself
I'll use my staff.
this way.
Oh, you have your ski. You have your healing staff too,
Yep, I can do
so you don't have to use a spell
I don't have to
slot.
use a spell slot for that.
Excellent. Good thinking.
Can I get 30 feet from there? Alright.
I said it before, dude. It feels like you've been through like 15 rounds of combat.
Alright.
I am going to use on my the dragon mask, the dragon sight. Once per day, you can gain blind. First off, I should have asked: is this doing that weird like? You said all the mages were doing that flickery thing.
Yep.
I'll use the blind sight ability on it.
Okay.
So I should be able to cut right through that, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to attack that itty bitty little mage right there.
Okay.
Attacking. Listen, nat 20.
Yay!
That was almost 2 nat 20s, but that's a nat 20. I'm gonna,
Rage and crush them.
I am raging, so it'll be 1, and I get to do
Crush your enemies.
this.
See them driven before you.
And
And
I'm
then
gonna
you
do.
are
Then
on
I'm
his
gonna
edge.
do muting
Okay.
attack
Oh,
too.
if I'm using a spell slot, if I'm not using a spell slot to do that spell because I have the staff, can I use a leveled spell in the same
So
turn?
that's
You know what I mean?
That's a good question.
The staff, I think, right, negates the need
Uh,
of the spell
I think
slot.
it
Right.
depends on your action, bonus action. Like if you use the staff to cast an action,
Yeah,
you only have a bonus action left.
right. But I have
So you
a leveled
couldn't
spell. I
couldn't
can use
cast
this.
2. You just
But it
couldn't
wouldn't take
cast,
a
like,
it
2
wouldn't take a
actions.
spell slot.
Because
Okay,
you're
that's
not
what you're
technically
asking, right?
casting the spell, it's the
The staff.
staff is.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna say yes, why not?
okay. So I hit with a 20. It's double all the damage. It's gonna be 41 points of damage. Six of that is radiant, if that makes a difference.
Okay.
Instead of a D10 for your maneuver. I did. You're right. Thank you. Please hold. That's why I have these out.
Redo the math.
7. Nice. Okay, so it's gonna be 40. 2, 3. Okay, so that's 45
Okay.
points of damage. 47 because of the rage.
Okay.
Also, they have to make I use muting attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, I expend a superiority die, silence the target. Creature must make a con save. On a failed save, it's unable to speak until the end of my next turn.
That is a 10.
Nice. All right. Well, we had to beat 17. So he was like, "Shut up."
Actually, no, you're seeing it.
Oh, because I went
raised
up to
your
20, yeah, so I went up to beat 18. I forgot to update this when I updated the sheet.
Okay.
That's the lawyer here. You know, he's my,
Any-
he's my Matt Murdock right now.
Any other?
So that was 40, what did I say?
47.
7, yep,
Yep.
okay. Yeah, 2 more times.
All right.
14 plus 13 for, what is it, 27?
That hits.
This is 10, shit, I'm like losing what dice is what. Nice. That's 20 points of damage because it's 10 plus 8 plus 2.
Okay.
And third and final. It's a 15 plus 13 for 28, I think.
That hits.
5, 4, 15, 16, 17 points of damage.
All right.
How's it looking?
Looks very hurt.
Oh my god.
Okay. What do we got?
All right, Arwell, you are up.
Okay. I would like to move so that I am within
20.
a 30-foot radius of as many friends as possible.
Okay. I think if you move,
Like Zan and you, hopefully.
yeah, I don't think you'll be able to be
You go here. You get
Issa,
Issa, me. There's no
And
way
that's
you're
it.
getting Zan.
Oh.
and yeah, that's too far away.
Yeah, it's just it'll be us 3.
Yeah, sorry, Zan. Alright.
I mean, even if you move even if you move a little closer, you're not there.
You basically have to be where Issa is standing.
Yeah, I don't think you can
How
make
are
it
you
there.
working with your...
I will
you use
not
some healing?
not take healing.
You will not take that. Oh, how does my concentration work? What breaks that?
If you take a hit,
If
have
you
to
do
make a
another-
con save.
Yeah, or if you
Oh.
do another concentration spell, the first one
Okay.
drops.
I did get hit by things.
Yeah, you got hit by that last one.
The
so
last
you probably have to make
Yeah,
So
so
I
just
should make
make
a
a
con save.
Constitution save.
What are you concentrating on?
Bane.
Bane.
Oh, okay.
And don't forget your spiritual weapon, too. Sitting there. You don't have to. It's not concentration, but you still have it out.
Yeah.
So don't forget to do your thing.
Alright, my con save I failed.
Okay, so the base.
So Bane's gone. If I wanted to make my spiritual weapon go away, do I have to use like a
You just
bonus
dismiss
action?
You
I
can
don't
make it go
Isn't
away,
it a
but you can
bonus
also
action
move
to
it
just-
I could
twice.
just
Yeah,
move
you don't
it?
have
just
to.
keep moving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It just stays up.
Yeah.
It's just something
Like
that
you
gives
can
you
put
an
it
extra...
between you and like somebody who's coming towards you.
Or you can just move it and smack somebody with it. Like
You
it's
can
just a
only
bonus
move it
action.
20
yeah,
feet.
20
Yep,
feet.
20
That's
feet,
not too
but-
far,
No, but if
think you
you're
might
in
be
range
able
of this
to
person right here.
Yeah, alright, okay.
4 inches.
Well, okay, so
It's like you
I
probably
lost
can
my
almost see
5,
the
10,
direction.
15, 20. I mean, if she were to move it.
Yeah, because you put it in
yeah,
the
I
center.
would move it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't I do that? I'll do that first.
Literally just close enough.
Yeah, attack it.
Okay, yeah.
I know, right? Just
So I don't
Write it
make a
down.
spell
Cough
slot.
up.
I just do an attack roll.
Plus, yeah, just an attack roll with your spell casting modifier.
23.
That hits.
Alright.
Nice.
And that was... Sorry. To write
So
down
just to
what
be
that
clear,
is.
is it like the whole like energy of this side can't stop too when I silenced that one?
2d8 plus 5.
Yes. Yes.
And did it stop when I stunned Talus?
Yes, that one stopped.
Okay, well, we're kind of doing it.
Doing
It's
that.
taking us a while,
2d8
but we're
plus
kind of
5.
doing it. You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it.
3. 10 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay, 10 points of damage as your mace smacks it in the side of the head as it is chanting forward. Anything else?
Okay, that was my bonus action. I moved. I am gonna do.
Is it slurring?
How's Issa? Has Issa taken damage too?
She's a little bit.
I think she got caught in that.
Sorry, how much
golden-
healing?
Oh, I will have to figure
Oh,
that out.
Sorry, I was just looking.
I'll do it
something
right
up
now.
for my turn.
She hasn't hurt. She's not hurting that bad. She hasn't gotten hurt that bad, but she
Well,
does.
You know what? I am.
Every
So
bit
I'll
helps.
just do I'll do mass cure wounds.
Isa has carried us through
Yeah.
a battle or two before. She is of.
which is
She's
3d8
small, but
plus
she's of
5.
big help.
1, 2. Six. 13 plus 5. 13 plus 5.
18 to hit?
18. No, that's 18 points of healing.
Oh, 18
that
points of
everyone
healing.
in range gets.
There you go.
Issa-
Cool.
Was
Yeah.
that the staff or was that a spell?
That was the staff.
Oh.
Nice. Issa, you see the necrotic like veins that had started to grow up out of the side. You can barely see, but they start to recede, and she's fine.
You just think Isa like, I don't know this linked you.
All right. Anything else, Arwell?
No, I think I've done all I can do.
Okay. Top of the round. You hear some chanting come from the top there, from Severin, who is still floating up in the air. You also begin to feel there's this like strange shift in the room as that rumbling, that low drone that has been with you for days suddenly drops off. And the sound of the drake horn is no longer.
The ocean was successful.
It's like this
Maybe.
Harper team. It's like Harper Team 6. You know, they just went in there and just
And it is now Val's turn.
Harper's.
All right,
dark.
so Severin's still visible up there.
He's 100 feet up.
If I'm correct, to coat an several arrow bolts in poison, it's an action. If I
Yes.
take that action, I can't use an attack.
Right. Yes.
All right. Well, purple rain on 3 arrow bolts.
Okay.
I like how you did that too. Like you were holding it like this. You took your you were holding 3. Just went 1, 2, 3. You're all fucked.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
That's it? No movement, no nothing?
I'll move a little closer to Arwell. And I'm just going, purple rain. Purple. I didn't like it. Purple rain.
It's my first day as an assassin.
It was like,
I love that. And they stir the drink. That's pretty good.
All of the mages' turns. This one is going to chant, moving out of the way.
smack. Ow.
Chant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
This one, that
6.
one can't speak.
Nope, not that one.
Sorry, I'm just so proud of that.
No,
Just like this one
that is
can't
not
talk.
one, two.
Is
three,
this
four,
one too?
five, six, 7. That one is. This one is not. This one is going to turn
We gotta
to
kill these
Issa.
guys faster. Or at least shut them up.
I really hope I get to use my purple rain.
I
And
just want, dude, you gotta make Val, like, make a mini of him like Prince. Yeah, to have like the pompadour hair, like the girl. All
Real.
purple.
turning to Issa, it is going to. Oh no, not to Issa. It's going to move itself slightly. Like this. And nodding towards Rathmodar is going to. And like blast out that cone of cold.
Wait.
Just gonna double check to make sure. As it comes out, it does blast pretty far. So I was just checking to see if it gets anybody in any of its friends.
Does it hit that guy? Just nicks him.
Yep, it does.
Just gets him.
It doesn't want to get Wrath. Nope, it doesn't. If it tilts it this way, it doesn't have to hit anybody.
Does it get Wrath mode out of it?
No. So, sorry. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as the cone of cold. So that's Arwell, that's Issa, that is Val. That's a natural 1.
Oh no.
She's a natural.
She gets a roll again.
halfling.
She gets a roll again.
That's a natural 4.
Oh. Yeah, but plus what though? Doesn't she? Oh no, she's a good liar. She's not a good.
Yeah, I mean she's got a good dex, but it's not enough.
I don't know why when you said that.
She's back.
It's
Sorry.
not enough.
It was it a dex save?
Cone of cold is a dex save.
So she still takes half, even though she fails because of evasion.
Yes. 30. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna use my ring of evasion.
Okay.
Again. That's all though.
29.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, it did its purpose.
Yeah.
Glad you were able to get some
17
mileage
points
out
of cold damage.
That's half.
How much? Sorry.
That was the half. Yeah, it's 35 halved. So you take half.
No, she takes. You don't take anything, do you?
You failed, right?
Well,
No, she
I
used the
used the
ring.
ring.
So she passes, so it'd be half.
Oh, okay. 17 points of cold
17.
damage. Yeah.
It's like all the healing she just gave me, it's like, whoop, back down.
Yeah. Well,
That was
then
it.
we
Yeah,
had
that worked
it.
All right, and then they are gonna stay right where they are. As Wrath Modar looks at this one and is just like, "No worries, they cannot survive." I think all the rest of them were gonna chant.
I'll show you.
Biggity, biggity, boggity, boo.
All the
Early
rest of them
cockroaches.
are chanting.
I'd imagine
It
it's
is now Issa's turn. Issa is gonna rush forward, taking the attack of opportunity. Cause
Right, you remember our Resident Evil 4 when you get to the castle and
She's
she
not
has
going to disengage. She's going to risk it. She's going reckless.
She
Yeah,
needs
she's
her
gonna-
attack. She wants revenge.
Yeah, she needs her attacks. So she's going to risk it. They are gonna hit her.
Let me roll a d8 for a blood curse of the eyeless on at least one of them.
On at least one of what?
Her opportunity attackers.
Wrath Modar is not going to take an opportunity attack.
Okay, the one who opportunity
That
attacked her.
gets rid of his reaction.
It's gonna hurt me, but I like her. -3 from whatever their attack roll was.
All right. It would hit. Yeah, it was a 19 plus.
I mean, if you roll high.
Bloodhunter sucks!
No, you know what? Never mind.
Bloodhunter's great!
Nah, I wouldn't play this class again.
Hold on, really quick. Let me
Sorry,
see
Matt
where-
Mercer.
It does seem a little.
If I played it again,
Oh,
I
no.
would do the Order of the Lycan.
What was that? How many?
It was just a subtract 3 from the attack roll.
It just hit her still.
Yeah, see, sucks.
Never mind, it sucks again.
So, but that was
If I ever
armor
played this
strike,
again,
so.
I would do the Lycan so I could turn into a werewolf and just rip everybody
She
in
only
this room in
takes
half.
like.
But I didn't want to be a werewolf this time.
All right, and now she is going to attack Talus on the ground. She has advantage because she is prone. She's taking 2 attacks. Yes, that's 19 plus, so like 28 and 25 to hit. And I'm gonna roll her attacks here because
That's a lot of
it's a
sneak
lot of
attacks.
fucking dice. So she rushes up to Talus the White, and
Oh, it's fire. Took me a second. I don't know why.
Oh, crap.
I was like, what the fuck is that? Because I didn't hear it for like this whole time. I just noticed it now, so I was like, has this been playing?
30 points of sneak attack damage.
Yikes.
What crap, batteries.
And then
Bless you, my friend. My friend, my friend. Oh no, the spiritual weapon is down. Get back up.
another 14. She just rushes up and is like, oh, God. And there are some loud, horrible noises from Talus, but Talus is still hanging on.
There's some gurgling.
Yeah, there's some gross noises. What are they? All right, so
I felt like destroying something beautiful.
Zan, you're up.
Well, seeing as Talus is right there, Zan will De Niro and Pesci style put the boots to Talus. De Niro, my tongue's
Give him
like,
the boot dance, yeah?
like halfway out, and
Get your shoe shine box.
oh, that is just god awful for advantage with 3, but it's still a 19 to hit.
That hits just barely.
But look at I rolled 3, 4, and 7.
Yeah.
So,
Thank God for our hard modifiers.
And she's stunned, right?
yes.
Okay.
It's 14 points for the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack is 29 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another 11 points of damage.
All right. She looks up at you both, and she's sputtering and coughing as you are wailing on her. And she looks up at Issa, and Issa's enraged face, and she just kind of goes "You are too late. It is too late." And anything else, Nan?
Would I be able to, as a bonus action, take the potion of heroism?
Yeah, you potion is a bonus action.
It's healing potions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Save.
only
That's
healing.
right.
Oh, they can be a bonus action?
Healing potions are a bonus action.
That
Yeah.
is really important information.
For my bonus action, I will.
So is she dead?
No.
Oh my god.
I know these kids are
Hanging on.
beating.
She is almost dead.
I will leave that for Issa. I will come up, bonus action, hit this one.
Talus is going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
How can she?
With
She's
her
gonna play
disadvantage. She
Gonna
just she
bleed
has her
on you.
spear in her hand, and she's just you never know. 2 NAT20s maybe? No. No, you're good. Just wait us
Imagine
out.
2 NAT20s from prone. Your throat is slit, your lung is punctured.
It's a 27 to hit the one that
Yep,
did
that
the
hits.
cone of cold there.
White down.
And on the hit, I will. Where'd that go? I will mark him
Okay.
with Huntsman's Mark for an extra D4.
Okay.
17 points of damage.
Alright, that does hit. Okay.
Right.
Anything else?
That is all.
Alright, it is Wrath's turn. He looks and sees what's going on, yells out to the rest, "Keep going!" And then he's gonna look at you, Zan, and he's gonna go, "You are trouble." And he's gonna say a word in what you can imagine to be Thayan. Do you have less than 150 hit points?
No.
I do.
Bye, Zan.
You are stunned, unless you are immune to stun.
Nope.
I was hoping you were gonna
As
pull some
he-
crazy monk shit.
He just says this word looking at you, and you
Right,
are
there's no save for it. Right?
No.
It's just.
you are stunned. At the end of each of your turns, you can make a
Try
save.
and save.
Yeah. So for maybe the first time ever, Zan is going forward, and then this word just he says the word, and it's like the energy that comes out of his mouth. Like if it was a slow motion movie effect, you would see the rippling of the air that comes out, and then just boom, hits you in the head as you're just standing there feeling what you have done to so many of my baddies.
Mortal Kombat. And just,
Yeah.
And he's gonna whisper something to the mage that's in front of you, and then gonna turn, but step backwards from the two of you. She comes! And it is Arik's turn.
I'm gonna do what I did before. Just try to beat the shit out of this little waist-high mage here.
Talos is no longer stunned. End of my turn.
Right, Talos is no longer stunned.
It's 11 plus 13 for a 23,
That hits.
24.
Yep.
There's a D8, right? Yes. Okay, that is 10 plus 2 for 12 plus 6. That's what? Puts me at 18, right? 12 plus 6. Plus 7.
Damage?
Yep. So that's, yeah, that's 25.
Oh, yeah.
25.
Done.
Nice. Okay.
This one begins to fall out of the sky as you do what to it?
Stab. I'm gonna take the sword
Slap him in
and
the
do.
face.
Shut up, silly mage. I'm gonna flip the glowing sword around in my hand, one-handed, and I'm gonna just drive it through the clavicle, through the side, through the body, because they're so
You see it
small.
trying to do the chant, it's like as you drive through, and then it begins to,
Flip
it
it
just
around.
falls backward and begins falling out of the sky.
All right. Arik is going to turn his. Well,
He's still another 50.
I'm just gonna say
This
he's
dude's 50 feet higher than.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's way.
he's 100 feet up in the
I
air.
thought you.
Oh,
I thought you
gosh.
said he was. I thought you said he was 150.
No,
Like,
he's
even
100
so,
feet
100,
up. Yeah, he's just
I
kind of like hovering there, like all of this energy is still coming through. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swirls coming in and then going up, and the crackling.
So all. 1, 2. Which ones are chanting? All of them.
All of them except the one in front of Issa and the one.
Arik's gonna come
in
down.
the
He's
blue.
gonna swoop down on the carpet.
Okay.
What was it? 16? Because it was.
Just jump off the carpet.
So you're
do a
50 feet
fucking,
up, so you can get 40 feet down.
40 feet down. Can I
Yeah.
reach down?
Because I just
Ah,
jump,
still
do
10 feet
a
out of your
Super
reach.
Smash Brothers Link move, and just come down with the sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly above,
Are you headed
down
down?
on
Okay.
the carpet, and as I'm the you said 40 feet and then 10 feet. Yeah, Arik's gonna hop off
Okay.
the carpet and he's gonna land with the sword down on. I don't know if that's an attack or if that's just. I still have 2 attacks left. I don't know if that's.
I will say you'll take damage. 2 points of fall damage, but you can make an attack.
Does that count with those other 2? Like.
Would it be an advantage? Because you're coming up.
Well, because I have 2 attacks left, so does that count as one of those 2 attacks?
I'll say you've got 2 attacks left. Yeah.
You said 2 points of damage. I'll do that after.
And that was bludgeoning damage, right?
Bludgeoning damage, 2 points of bludgeoning. Yep.
Was it? Oh,
You're
yep,
raging.
that's
1
right.
point of bludgeoning.
Does the thing? Since I landed on them, do they take any bludgeoning damage from me landing on them?
No, this will be part of your like attack.
19 plus 13. I'm
Yeah, that
assuming
hits.
Hit.
Faux show.
No, it's only 1. 11, 12, 13 points of damage. 23 to hit.
Yep. That was 13 points of damage?
Yeah,
19? 13?
13. Yeah, 13. 'Cause I
Alright,
rolled
write
one.
down.
Nice. 18, 19, 20 points of damage to this one.
Alright. This one doesn't expect.
That's a good call. I didn't think of that. 1 second. The first creature that I hit on each of my turns. So yeah, it's only the first one. It does 20 points of damage.
All right. They seem surprised as you come out from the air, but are still like yelling their chant as they're trying to get louder. You can see the energy is like, it's almost like there's less of it coming from them now and more of it that has gathered into the center piece.
Oh.
Anything else?
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'll take a potion of healing.
Oh, we got a Lenny attack.
Pew pew.
I'll let you choose where it goes. Or you can even roll for it. Roll for it, Kat, and let me know where you want it to go. It's kind of random, but you know, it's 4 damage. Alright, Arwell, what you up to?
Okay. First, I'm gonna bonus action. I didn't want to use this yet, but I'm gonna use my. I need to use my potion of supreme healing,
Okay.
which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I borrow 3 d4s from people? Oh,
And no one try not to crush the battlefield.
There you go.
please, for the love of God. 4. See, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Instead of using a
17,
potion, I'm going to
18,
use fighter ability, my second wind ability, instead of using a
18
Okay.
plus 20. 38.
Nice. 38 points of
Nice,
healing.
that's awesome.
Okay. These yours, right?
16 points for nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
People's things back. These both yours?
I had the red one.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All right.
The bloody one.
Okay.
That's
Like
everywhere.
that. Now I want to try to cast.
I'm trying so hard not to use like my extra stuff.
I would like to cast Guiding Bolt at
Wrathmodar. Alrighty, go ahead. Wrathmodar. He's gonna look at you actually, and he's gonna what level is that? Level 1?
2.
He's just gonna look at you and go, no. And your spell is done.
Oh.
What an asshole.
Does that count as using it?
Jerk.
Oh, God.
Must have counterspelled.
Counterspelled it.
You jerk.
It's like what, anything
Come
under
on.
level 5 is like
3.
under 3.
Yeah, and then unless like you upcast it,
Yeah.
and then
A mage can't counterspell if you don't have spells.
Anything else?
That's the trick. I would like to move, like, is this my concentration thing stuff? Yeah, I don't have that anymore. I would like to move over here.
All right. At the end of your turn, we are at the top of the next round.
Just a heads up, it's
You-
8:10. I don't
yeah.
know what time you want to go to.
I'm going all night.
Yeah, we gotta get to Tiamat.
Alright,
We're gonna
alright.
stop when we
No.
get to Tiamat.
I.
Fucking do
This
this.
has worked out very well. Let me change my thing.
Oh, come on, let me.
So
I wanted to stop them before Tiamat came.
you hear.
You did knock out 3 of the 5. So
I'm gonna
know,
let
but I
everybody take like one more round as you hear screaming coming from Severin up at the top of this as everyone that has been chanting begins to move forward. Wrathmodar looks up at him and goes, "Yes! Yes!" It's just a screaming. All of them kind
Screams
of
of
move
pleasure or
forward.
screams of
Like,
pain?
Not pleasure per se, but just like happiness as they all move. I'm just moving them closer, but they're not necessarily that close.
Fuck.
The ones that were chanting. This one's gonna move in, and they all move in towards.
That one moves, I'm definitely going to hit it with an opportunity attack if possible.
Yes. It's gonna move in as well. That is all of their turns as they move forward. It is the scream you hear from Severin is not necessarily a happy scream, but as like the energy just begins to roil up towards him and then down and into this portal that is swirling ever faster, this magical maelstrom that's filling the central apse of the temple, and it like splits with a crack of thunder, which I have.
Ooh, we just got 2 more Lenny attacks from that gamer share. Thank you.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
and Cheese Cat as well.
Nice.
So that's like 3, and then Grimoires, we got 4. That's
Whoa!
Tiamat's
Four
gonna be coming
Lennies.
out of
Getting
like
on
a
us.
crack in
4
the hell.
Lennies. That's
You
right.
guys gotta
I'm here.
Roll.
It's like, pss, pss, pss. Oh, fuck.
roll me some d4s and let me know what the total is, and we'll put it against them. So, what all is the last thing that you want to do as they all pull forward, still chanting, and you hear this loud clap of thunder as the portal in the center and you begins to flicker, and you begin to see the gargantuan heads of Tiamat, 5 dragons that start to tear through and gnash their way out of this rune-lined pit of fire that forms there, and you can tell that Tiamat is about to bodily burst through from her confinement in the 9 hells.
Crap all of our armor. Except for you, who's not wearing any, just pants.
Well, you're stunned.
I can't
You
move.
just kind of
Well,
like,
that's
as you
worse.
come to, you're like,
That's what I would like to do on my last turn, is attempt to break this
yeah,
time.
go ahead and roll.
Since they moved, then I hit them with the opportunity attack, and I hit them again as my last.
Okay.
All right, so it's 15 plus 13 to hit.
Yep.
20 damage,
Okay.
and then I'll do it.
What
again.
kind of save is it?
Constitution.
13 plus.
I don't think I made it. 11.
Zan doesn't even see her coming through at the moment.
$21 points of damage. I had to literally count my fingers because it's past 8 o'clock.
Alright.
Burn to squash.
They fall to the ground, but they're not done, but they're just like, ah, like screaming, like happy, and continuing the chant, even though it seems as though the connection has stopped.
I'm just gonna keep rolling until they're dead. I got 3 attacks. Are they that low on?
They're very low, yeah. One more hit would
3
do it.
opportunity attacks.
No, I had with an
you're-
opportunity attack.
Everybody
and
is
then
getting
I
like
hit.
one more thing that
I
you
have
can
a
do.
whole
Oh.
other turn with
Yeah.
3 attacks, so.
I'm not wasting my turn seeing it's too late.
Well, you get one more
So
turn
it was,
to
it
do
was
something.
20.
No, what I was
20
going
Yeah,
to do
as they're
is
done, as you
too
scream,
late.
they're like fall forward, but like
I
there's
was
a
gonna
smile.
do the Arya Stark where he like just very with in the house though with the hound. Just like just slow it,
Oh yeah.
which was probably one of the best kills in that show. Just for some.
Something wrong with your leg, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Val, you're not gonna do anything at all.
No, I should have done this sooner. It's too late now. I mean, I'll take a potion. I was gonna shoot this guy with poison, but I'm not gonna waste my poison now that the fucking heads are busting through.
Tiamat probably.
I could if
She's an undead dragon
I
queen,
feel
that's
if I
the
could have taken him out with the. I thought of the poison. I'm like, oh fuck, it's an action, so I have to skip my turn because I have to fucking code him. If I did it
Are
like
you gonna
right
hit
off the
anybody
bat, no,
that's
fuck,
alive?
fuck everybody.
Okay.
I'm saving everything
You can just
for the
attack-
giant
attack
fucking
multiple-
heads that are
That's
coming
all right.
through.
You understand though that there's still like 5 other people that will be coming after us when
Just
she's
attack him
here.
with normal and bolts.
I'd rather only have to worry about Tiamat than the other like
All
7
right, fine. You know what? Fine. Peer pressure, because I don't like that fucking guy.
Alright,
Motor,
okay.
fuck him.
I'm fucking shooting that guy.
Okay.
So close. Hold on. So, 19 plus 12 is another.
That hits.
So, the 21. He has to make a concentration saving throw of 19.
Wait, are you using the purple poison on guessing?
Yeah, you can fucking work poison on him. I'm fucking tired of this guy. Fucking cheerleading all these motherfuckers.
Constitution, you said?
Yeah.
He fails.
Nice.
So he takes 42 poison damage.
42.
42 poison damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Now he takes the damage from the arrows. So that's 10 radiant damage. And another 1 radiant damage.
Coming in at the last minute.
That's what I wanted to do to him!
You are yelling.
Yes, I am! I am
We
yelling!
have a mic that I
Enjoy, everybody! And I'm a shooting again!
I'm gonna do it again. I probably shouldn't put dice away just yet, right? No, it's too early.
23
To hit.
to hit.
Alright, that hits.
Make another Constitution saving throw.
No, you know what? He's gonna cast shield
Oh,
with the second one.
you did. Got so mad. But it's purple poison.
I still got one more.
That's good.
Is the spell that he used on Zan concentration?
That would have been 15 radiant damage if he took that damage, plus 42
Don't
from
you have
poison.
one more? Oh, no, you're done.
No, I
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
had
two
my-
attacks.
yeah.
I got 3.
Gotcha.
He's only got 2.
Alright,
I
Arwell,
if
sorry,
I
you're
was
up
using my
next.
swords. Hold on.
I'm
gonna take a potion as a bonus action. You made me
Alright,
use my
Arwell,
stuff. I'm
what
gonna
are you
do
doing?
it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh no.
Oh god!
God damn it.
Tiamat's
You're
gonna
wrecking
grow.
the joint.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you can go
And
ahead.
then Mina.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
fine.
Is there anything
Yeah.
else? Arwell is going to whimper and then take the staff of healing out and then dejectedly tap it against their own head and cast Cure Wounds on themselves with it.
Okay.
Heal myself up to fucking die. What kind of bullshit is this?
Plus 12.
I'm still hopeful that since we stopped at 3 of them, that it's something, you know?
Rathmodar. Anything else?
Because there were 5.
No, that was it.
8d4.
As Rathmodar's last, as Severin is screaming like up in the top, and Rathmodar is going to look, and he's just gonna like laugh maniacally, like just
I hope
so
he's laughing at
happy.
that poison in his fucking veins.
And then he's gonna look over. He's gonna look at you, Zan. Then he's gonna look past you at Issa, who is standing over Talus. And again, you hear a word that he is going to say, and Issa drops to the ground.
Jesus Christ.
Just her eyes like roll in the back of her head, and well, you see him looking at you, but you don't see what's behind you.
Just hear a very soft little tiny thud.
Yeah, little thud. As he laughs and laughs, and you hear on the other side of this, a very loud roar that comes through, and begin to see the faces of, or the face of a white dragon head coming through this portal. And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Ah!
Damn.
Only I shot that motherfucker earlier. And this motherfucker with his shield.
Could you have
See,
shot
my-
that far up in the air?
I have
all you usually
100.
have.
Yeah, you've got
I have
that.
100 foot where I accurate and 400 foot at disadvantage.
How many
Oh,
hit points
wow.
did it end up? I'll let Kat let me know how many, and we'll subtract it against Wrath, who's still doing okay. All right. So, thank you everybody for joining us. Next week we are going to fight Tiamat, and we'll be back. It'll be Sunday, 4 p.m. Quick announcement: next week is going to be our last live stream here on the compound.
Oh,
as
snap!
I'm not sure how the
the NAT30s. Please, you can join our Discord to hear more. I'm going to make a bigger announcement about it, but we are going to take a break for a little bit, and there's more to come, but we're going to finish up this story, And I hope you come and join us next Sunday as we finish this up. 3-year-long campaign that started in our living room. And yeah, we will.
You really need to join us if you're. It's gonna be fun. If you want to watch me swear a lot before I die, it's gonna be like a blast. You'll hear swears you've never heard before.
Yes.
You might hear swears in different languages.
We are gonna raid someone. Let's go try to raid. How about we raid Nat
We're
20?
already getting there.
I'm gonna learn Draconic just so I
Gonna
can
raid Nat
swear.
20 today, but please come hang out with us. Patrons already know the big news, but it will be our last, as I said, planned live stream as the Nat. We're gonna raid Nat 20, and yeah, if you want
Raid the
to
Nat
join
20.
us for that. And then we are also going to hop over very quickly because we're running very late. Oops, sorry. We're going to hop over to the Discord and just say hello. Alright, so let's do the raid.
Who was just talking about pizza?
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.